away a little bit. Like, that guy would just give me, honestly, a migraine. I just don't want to deal with any of that right now. I'm just not feeling that. I'm not feeling that kind of energy right now, bro. You know, I'm just being honest. I'm not feeling that at all. And then we'll check out some of the new zombie drama that's developed, and then, of course, we'll play some zombies tonight ourselves. But, I guess I'll ask for your guys' opinion as we're going through it. But what do you guys think? I saw a couple people already say that, who said it? Pops? Who else? Someone else. I think Khan said that it all looks like ass. I'm ready. I'm feeling BO6. Oh, I like that. We got some positivity in the chat. I've been seeing nothing but negativity. I don't like that. Magma said it was ass. That's who it was. I think Khan might have said it too, though. Oh, that boy said it looked fun. Yeah? By the way, who was gassing up games in this chat? Was that saying, that was Khan saying that games the AW GOAT?
Pac-Man! Ah! Pac-Man!
Maybe the GOAT of the bot lobbies.
Pac-Man!
Is very true. Is very true. Yo, Salvi with the sub. Thank you, Scrap. I appreciate you, man. 79 months, my brother. Love you, homie. You an absolute fucking GOAT, my boy. How you doing today? All right, let's jump into it, baby. Let's check it out. I do like the way this map looks, bro. I mean, the map looks pretty interesting. It looks pretty damn big. I'm guessing that's the prison. I don't know. Let's check it out. This is, we'll check out the 2 Call of Duty trailers first, and then I guess we'll check out Raffle Waffles gameplay with no commentary. Shout out to Raffle Waffles for that, by the way. That's absolutely goated. I absolutely love that. All right, let's check it out, baby. Didn't we see this already?
What are you standing around for?
Well, I guess it's a little different. Oh, the zombies sound kind of like, that was like kind of clicker vibes right there.
Watch your back. We got some dead meat to grind.
Oh, trap. Trap, trap, trap. Spot an electric trap.
We got some dead
What I would assume is an electric trap. Okay.
meat to grind.
What the hell is that? Oh, no, that's the trap. Okay, not an electric trap. Fucking squids. Tentacle trap. I guess you turn on tentacles. That's a little weird. Damn, that guy looks crazy. What in the world? Oh, we're swimming now? Pack Punch look goofy like Cold War. There's boats. They're really highlighting Omni. Did he just shoot like a Gersh thing? Ah, Wonder Weapon in the box. Oh, maybe a couple Wonder Weapons. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. That boy looked like games. Wow, tentacles, bro. You got some serious squid vibes going on.
Pre-order digitally and instantly unlock the Reflect 115 camo pack in Modern Warfare.
Bro, I love the camo, man. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. What is... Oh, this is for MWZ. Okay, thank God. I was going to say, why is this shit coming over to BO6? Okay, well, okay. Oh, here's the other zombie map. Is that the jet gun?
Warzone Mobile.
Is that the jet gun? I mean, that's cool. That shit better be better than it was in transit, though, dude. That thing was ass in transit. Alright. That boy said that's disrespectful to that zombie, It's crazy.
What does it mean to you when I
What? What does it mean to you? What?
say the words Call of Duty?
Game sucks. Nah, I'm kidding. Alright. Sorry about that. All right, well. Dude. All right, that looked cool. I mean, listen, they make good trailers. I'm way more interested in the gameplay. Seeing the trailers are cool. There was definitely quite a few things in this trailer that looked really interesting. I thought that was an electric trap. The zombies, like, kind of, like, being pinned on the table and stuff. That was, like, some kind of cool, like, Five vibes a little bit. I feel like I kind of got there. They're definitely really highlighting the Omni movement, which is cool. I mean, that's definitely going to be fun. I'm a fan of the Omni movement. I thought that was an electric trap, but it looks like it's this trap, which is kind of wild. There's definitely, like a lot of tentacle stuff going on here. But that could be a really cool trap as long as it does infinite damage, which it kind of looks like it might. I'm guessing that's another trap too, huh? Which I don't really think I caught the first time. That's kind of a crazy trap. So there's definitely traps around the map. That looks really cool. This area of the map looks really cool. I like the dudes in the pods. Vic might finally get to 100 with round robin. That's crazy. This part of the map looked cool. We kind of saw that yesterday with that little gif. But I do like that. Those guys, the zombie models look pretty damn cool. I don't know what that is. I guess yesterday that was like some kind of syringe. That gives me like GK vibes a little bit. With whatever that guy's name was called. Oh, he looks crazy. I kind of didn't catch how crazy he was. Wow, he's actually blowing up zombies, too. I don't know how I feel about swimming in zombies. That's, also, that Pack-a-Punch. I'm really hoping, and I think they confirmed this already, but I'm also really hoping that they go back to the Pack-a-Punch animation, because it looks like the Cold War Pack-a-Punch. Like, going to the Pack-a-Punch, clicking, and then clicking again is complete steps backwards, in my opinion. So, hopefully, it goes back in there. The camos, I'm guessing those are papped weapons, looks pretty cool. I didn't see any signs of AATs, but, I don't know, did Cold War have any... Cold War had some AATs, didn't they? It's interesting taking a boat. I'm assuming you can't control it. I'm assuming you hop on the boat and it just takes you maybe to another part of the map. So that's kind of interesting. Wonder Weapon in the box is lit. I gotta be honest, I think this perk might be super OP. I don't know how a perk like that cannot be super OP or super useless. That looks like another form of a Wonder Weapon. I'm guessing the helicopter is probably for extracting. I mean, the variety in zombies is pretty interesting, so... And it was cool to finally see the other map, right? Yo, Omar with the 90 bits, thank you, man. Pizza's a video on everything that happened in Zombies. He has high rounds info. He has high rounds info. What's his highest round? 40? We can check him out. It's cool to see this map, because isn't this map also supposed to be a multi-map, or am I mistaken? Because this is the other map. My hope is that this first map will be like all the crazy Easter egg steps, and this will be more of like a survival type map. It's interesting to see the jet gun return. Yeah, it's really interesting to see the jet gun return. Jesus Christ, I can't pause. I wonder what that is. Yeah, seeing the jet gun return is pretty cool. Although I guess I feel like we probably all prefer a thunder gun. But if they do this gun right, like hopefully they learn that it'll be a lot better than transit, honestly. Because the transit Wonder Weapon was just, you know. I wonder what that is. That looks like some kind of portal. That leads to underwater, I guess? And what's underwater? Did we see anything? What the hell? Oh, Pack-a-Punch. That's Pap, right? No, maybe not. I don't know what that is. I'm blind as hell, bro. I don't know what's going on under here. Alright, interesting. Oh, does it say Liberty Falls gameplay? Is that the name of the other map? That is, right? See live Liberty Falls gameplay at Call of Duty Next, August 28th. Alright, so about 3 weeks away from that. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Cool, 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 cool. Alright. That was a cool trailer. Now let's check out their other video, and then we'll check out the Raffle Waffles gameplay. So that trailer was cool. So we got now Black Ops 6 Zombies characters and story intel drop.
And excited about this game. We're all very...
Is this the new head of Zombies? Does anyone know? Who is this guy? I think this will get you excited, this part. Ooh, I'm excited for that. I do like getting excited. Man, you finna be let down on some of this stuff. Oh, no. There's no animation on the Pack-a-Punch? Yeah, that's not a good thing, honestly. He is the lead story guy. All right, let's see what this guy's cooking up. He's been there since World at War. Oh, I like that. Oh, I do like that. I do like people with longevity. All right, let's check it out. I'll check out the pizza video.
Proud and excited
Maybe.
about this
Probably.
game, and we can't wait to see fans get their hands on it.
At the end of Cold War, our heroes kind of saved the day. We had contained the Dark Ether.
Richtofen imprisoned them somewhere. Fast forward 6 years, and our crew have been in the deepest, darkest hole that the director could find to conceal them from the rest of the world. And we will be breaking them out and discovering the state of the world.
All of the characters have gone under quite a bit of a change. Prison changes people, that's kind of inevitable.
Our crew for
Inevitable.
Zombies this game is Weaver, Dr. Gray, Carver, and Maya. The first three were our handlers in Cold War.
You got Weaver, who's this grizzled veteran, used to be a CIA spy, spec ops soldier.
He's been through a lot since the events of Cold War. I think it's hit him harder than most because he failed his team and he's had 6 years to have that guilt amass. Gray has undergone a transformation.
She's physically toughened up a lot compared to the kind of lab geek that she was, and that's going to be very important now that she's boots on ground.
BO6.
Carver is the hardcore military guy.
He's been stripped of his rank. Trying to find his place could be something that he could possibly struggle with.
You're supposed to be dead.
Maya is a new character that we're adding.
She's coming into this story desperately trying to find her brother. She's had to make an unlikely ally in the form of Peck.
This is Maya. She's with me.
Dr. Peck was a villain from the previous game, so they are not happy to see him.
That kind of adds suspicion to Maya's character in everyone's eyes. Like, why are you hanging out with this guy? He's part of the reason we're here. You can't trust him.
But they quickly realize that the enemy of my enemy is my friend. So they all are aligned on wanting to hunt down Richtofen and getting revenge.
All of us here have a common enemy. The guy who locked you up.
We're going to be having hero character interactions, so they're going to be speaking to each other.
All those years behind the bars. Feels good to get hands on again.
Pace yourself, Carver. I think we're just getting started.
That's only going to be happening when they play the dedicated crew.
They interact with each other. You get a lot more information about how their relationships sort of change.
Look alive, Gray.
And you can still play as any other operator.
That revive
but
is
if
interesting.
you choose to play as these hero characters, you're just going to get a richer experience because there's just more narrative content.
To put the players actually into the characters that are living the story, it brings back that tightness that I think fans loved and are going to really welcome back this time around.
The teams
Yeah,
have been working so
obviously.
hard, and we're really excited for everyone to experience the characters in the story in Black Ops 6.
All right, that was cool. I mean, listen, I said it during the a couple days ago when we got, I guess, like the first cinematic. I do really like the map of like the whole prison and on an island and stuff like that. I thought that was really cool. I thought I saw something there. Did we see like a perk or something? I don't know if we did. I should have paused it when I saw it. My cat's love bombing me though. But
Wanting to
yeah,
hunt down-
I do think it's I do really like the style of the map. And of course, like this guy is saying, like I think fans would appreciate like the dialogue amongst like the core characters and zombies. Like yeah, obviously, like you guys only remove that for cash grabs with operators. Like this has always been the case with zombies. Of course, we want like a dedicated crew. I don't know how this is like news to you. You know, like I just don't understand that. But the revive is interesting. I wonder if there'll be like 360 revives. I don't know if that was even a thing in Cold War. This gun looks pretty cool too. It's cool to see the guns. It definitely already looks like there's like a Cold War feel. The boat's really interesting. Thought I saw like a perk somewhere. It's nice to see the guns though. Yeah, what is that? That's what I was talking about. I wonder what that is. Is that anything from Cold War? I'm guessing maybe power or something this way with the arrow. It's pretty interesting. It just kicked me out. Did the stream do this stream for queso? What? Am I tweaking or does this guy sound like a great value Dempsey, bruh? Alright, let's get into gameplay. That's the most important. It is really interesting to see all this stuff. It's nice to see what they're kind of confirming and whatnot, you know. Obviously, we kind of knew about a lot of this stuff, like the dedicated crew and stuff like that. So, it's cool to see that, and it's cool that they'll have like dialogue amongst each other. That is definitely, I feel like, really important to Zombies, and just something that we used to always have that somehow got lost along the way. So it is really nice to see all that. This is where I am far and away the most interested in what this gameplay is about to look like. So we'll see how that goes. I just wish it could stop with the Cold War style crafting, the zombie dropping scrapping sheet. Yeah, I agree with that. I wasn't really the biggest fan of that either, honestly. But like I said, we kind of got to keep an open mind to everything, I think, because Zombies ain't going backward. Ain't going back. I mean, it's not even backwards. Zombies ain't going back to what it was, you know? So, yeah, I have no idea. Only 3 revives? That's definitely nice. They also need to remove support, though, or, like, massively nerf support. It's just way too OP. Like, I think high rounds are chalked. If those things are especially in the game. But I think high rounds have probably been chalked for a while, and like the fun of actually going for higher rounds and beating your personal best. But this is where I'm most interested, is this gameplay. We got 18 minutes of gameplay here from Mr. Raffle Waffles, already starting off with the box. Just based off like even the cinematics, I feel like everything really still looks like Cold War-like. Which, like I said, isn't really a surprise. So this will be kind of interesting. Wait, you don't like AFK in an RC car? Call me crazy? Not for me. Definitely not for me. Alright, let's check this out.
This is 18 minutes of Black Ops 6 Zombies gameplay without commentary.
Did he just pop a gobble gum? Okay, I already have a problem with this because where's the HUD? Are they hiding what the HUD looks like? Or, like, where is everything? Where's the rounds? Like, this is what this looks like? There's a gun where you get the Wonder Weapon first try. That's not OP at all. So the bugs are like shadows. Can y'all hear me when this is going on too? Or is the audio too loud on the gameplay? This Wonder Weapon looks crazy. It's crazy that the reload like knocks them back. There's armor plates. Yeah, so armor is back. The HUD must be terrible if they're hiding the HUD. Where's the HUD? That's the new perk. I like this part of the map. This part of the map is really cool. I wonder if this will be like the starting point. It has to be. This part of the map is super cool. Quick revive. Change the HUD to any of the old HUDs? Oh, that's fire. That's a nice little feature. I wonder what the default HUD is, though. I'm just kind of surprised that they wouldn't show the HUD. Unless that gets shown later on or talked about. Weapon rarity is back. I don't like that. Definitely not a fan of weapon rarity. Jug is there. I'm trying to figure out what that thing on the left is. I thought I saw someone in this gameplay interact with it before. Yeah, I mean, like, these parts of the map look so cool. The zombie's eating another zombie? Wow, that's wild. This map looks massive, man. Oh, is that ammo? Is that what that is? Is that ammo right there? Hold on. Ah, Jidge. Is that ammo? That's the ammo caches, right? Zombie HUD? Alright, I'll check that out. Actually, I'll open it, but let me just put it to the side for now. Oh, this is a tweet? Alright, we'll just look at this real quick. It's better. It's better than it was. It's better than it was, but it's not great. Also, emotes and sprays. In Plain Sight is back. OP as hell. It's better than it was. It's better than it was, but it's not great. But someone said you could change the HUD back to like old styles, so I'm definitely going to do that because this HUD is... It's better. It seems better, but it's not great. It's not great at all. Alright, let's get back into the gameplay. So this is ammo, right? Now I can clip a zombie and emote on it. Let's go. Yeah, that HUD is not great. I think it seemed better than Cold War and Vanguard, but it's not great. But can you... Someone said you could change the HUDs back to older HUDs. Is that true? If that's true, then that's a W. Because I'd rather not play with that. I did it. It is okay. So that's nice. That's nice. So that will be default for a lot of people, which is kind of fine. But I'll definitely change it like literally as soon as I get on the game. I probably won't even rock that HUD once. It'll be interesting to see what the old styles look like. I'm not a fan of... Hold on, I just X'd out of it. I wonder if, like, the mini-map will always be there, because that, like... I don't know, dude. Mini-map in Zombies is just kind of weird. I mean, I guess it's nice to be able to see where the perks are, but, I mean, you kind of learn the map as you play it. Like, that was kind of always the idea. Like, a mini-map in Zombies, yeah, and ammo is back. So, weapon trades will never be a thing anymore. Yeah, I mean, it's Cold War. That's kind of what I expected. It's Cold War Zombies. Alright, let's get back into the gameplay. MCZ? Who's MCZ? Or MZC? Is that Mohawk, whatever his name is? You can ping zombies? Interesting how the zombies are like standing over other zombies, like dead zombies or something. It's kind of weird. It's interesting. Yeah, what is this thing? I've been trying to figure this out. Is it like a power? It's like a generator? The different zombie types are pretty cool and interesting. What the? What the hell is that? Oh, here we go. There we go. That's a W, bro. That's a W. That's a W. The Cold War of like clicking and then clicking again with such a massive L and steps backwards. That's nice. At least you put the gun back in the Pack-a-Punch machine. That's pretty cool too. That's kind of like some Resident Evil type vibes, honestly. Is it just me or like Pack-a-Punch gun is not doing literally almost anything it seems? But you know, who knows? There's no round. Like I feel like they're eating. Apparently you can pap 3 times. I wonder if that's AATs. Alright, this is what I'm also curious about this boat. Does someone actually drive it? I would assume that it's a set path. Although it looks like he's kind of driving it. He's definitely driving it. Interesting. I was assuming that it was like a set path. Like you hop on it, it's like $1,000. And then it takes you wherever. But it looks like he's actually driving it. That's psychotic, dude. I was gonna say, what would prevent you from just sitting in the water? But I guess that giant squid. Oh my god. It'd probably be pretty scary to be in the water, honestly. This map is insanely massive, man. Is it just me, or does it look like there's more than 24 zombies too at times? Someone's got a ray gun. That's nice confirmation. So I wonder what the point of going to that part of the map is. Because they didn't really show anything. I mean, there's probably a lot of Easter egg stuff related to it. This map is insanely big, man. Now he's on an island. I think it was off the Philippines. It was like one of the first trailer. The bugs are pretty cool. Like I said, the different zombie models are interesting. Even like the fat-ass zombies. This island is interesting. I wonder why they released gameplay with the HUD hidden. It's so weird. Like, I wonder what the purpose of that was. Zombies with no HUD is pretty interesting, though. I will say that. Those nades are crazy, too. But like I said, it's hard to tell, like, what round are these guys even on, you know? Like, it's interesting to promote round-based gameplay, that it's back, and then simultaneously, like, show your first footage without HUD or game or round, you know? And then I guess they didn't want to show off too much, but there's just so much cuts in the video. Like there's no singularity to it, you know? It's just cut to cut to cut. So that's the other trap. And this also looks like a nice area to train. So I would assume if you want to survive, staying here is probably ideal. But I wonder how hard it is to get up there to turn that trap on. Yeah, that trap's crazy. That trap's pretty cool too, honestly. How OP is this perk gonna be? It's a pretty cool animation. Doesn't look that OP. Yo, note this to my boy Raffle Waffles, because I remember like in the first week of Exo Outbreak, he got to like 65, and that map is hard. But this gameplay kind of mid, bro. I'm just saying. I don't know if this is him playing, but... Yeah, so that fist does not seem that OP. He wasn't the one playing? Okay, I was gonna say that makes sense. Because he is actually... Dude, like I said, like first week, he got like 65 on Exo Outbreak. That's pretty impressive, man. Especially first week. The map is hard. The map is hard. So he's a pretty good zombie player of all the YouTubers. So I think a lot of those guys are kind of ass, if I'm being honest. I was like, this boy might be rusty or something. Have we really caught them like full sprinting at all? Like, what are these speeds like? There we go. The other trap looks like it's probably better for surviving. Because what, you're gonna pull the trap and then sit here? I wonder if you could like dip this. Can he run back in? There you go. So he specifically slid under it. That other trap looks a little better. Dude, it's always been a meme, but the devs are always so bad at their own games. It's not just Call of Duty. Like, they're just straight devs. They have no idea how to play their own games. Dude, that boss is crazy. That is a cool... Oh, that's horrifying, bro. That boss is actually pretty damn cool. He seems like a menace. Too bad you have no idea how much damage he's doing because there's no HUD. Dude, you don't get a drop from him at least? That's crazy. Last of Us type boss? Yeah, I kind of like it. That was pretty cool. Like I said, the only real L, well, gameplay aside, is just like, come on, man, where's the HUD? You promote round base so hard, and you can't even see like what round these guys are on or what's going on with like the HUD. Are they like not proud of it? Like, why hide that? Like, that is an integral part of the game, you know? But it is also kind of really cool to see zombies without a HUD, I would say. Like, the minimalism of it is pretty nice. Yeah, I think the same thing too, honestly. I think this actually does kind of look better than Cold War Zombies. I wonder how the other map's gonna be. Because this map is insanely big. Like, I wonder how many things you have to do for this map and the swimming. And I kind of want to see that giant squid. Like, when does he come into play? Like, can he just kind of snag you out of the water? Like, how does that work? Because this map seems like maybe the biggest map we've got in Zombies. This map is crazy big. The design is cool, though. And, like, all these areas are pretty cool and unique. Like, this island part is really cool. And why is he just walking? Yeah, can you sprint? Oh, what the hell? Nah, bro, wait a minute. You become this fucking guy? Bro, what? Hold up, bro. You become this guy? What? So this is that syringe thing that we saw yesterday, which is the GIF. I wonder if... This is probably not a box thing. This is probably... I'd probably assume this is probably in relation to those dudes in the tubes or something. Like, you probably got to get steps to be able to, like, do some steps to be able to get this, I would think, honestly. It's an ulti thing? I think that'd be too OP if it was an ult. And it just, like, recharged. So I wonder if you're taking, like I said, there's no HUD. I wonder if you're even taking damage in this thing. Well, I don't know. They're hitting him, though. But I wonder if you're invincible. Or maybe once they damage you to a certain point. You know, on a second look, too, I wonder if this Wonder Weapon is really even any good. It seems like it still takes, like, it doesn't kill them instantly. And if I had to guess, bro, right, these guys are not on, like, this is probably, like, round 3 or something. I mean, there's a good amount of zombies. Maybe it's like 10.
Watch your back.
Is that all the gameplay? That's all the gameplay.
We got some dead meat to grind.
Huh. You know, I didn't spot any crafting benches, though. Did I miss that? Did we miss any crafting benches? I don't know if I missed it. Did anybody see any crafting benches? There was one? I must have missed it. I would have liked to have seen that, honestly. He didn't say one positive thing? No, but I didn't say anything negative. Honestly, I kind of liked it. I did actually kind of like it. I mean, it looks a lot like Cold War. I don't like the fact that, like, that's just going to be an OP Gobblegum, right? Like, Gobblegums, to an extent, are definitely going to be pay to win. Right, because it's going to be how much Divinium, and it'll be like, you know, you play like BO3, but, you know, I don't know, man. I mean, you know, I don't play Gobblegums on BO3. Like, I think Gobblegums are just, I don't know, it's kind of a crazy Gobblegum, honestly, that you pull a Wonder Weapon guaranteed from the box. Weapon rarity, I'm not a fan of that. The return to the old Pack-a-Punch of, like, getting the animation and everything is really nice. This Wonder Weapon does look really cool, though. Like, I like how unique it is. It's interesting, too, that when you reload, like, it pushes the zombies back. Like, that's actually pretty crazy. I think the drops look good, but that's crazy. Like, look at that. Yeah, I'm definitely not a fan of the weapon rarities, though. But the map looks really cool, and the gameplay don't look half bad. Depending on what your expectations were. See, I thought this... I wonder if you... Because that looks like the guy you get into, doesn't it? That looks like kind of like the guy you become. So I guess there is a guy like that. I wonder when you kill him. Do we see him kill him here if he drops something? Like, I wonder how you become that super soldier. I'll mainly do no power in first rooms anyway, so not a lot of problems I won't even see. Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to have a lot of fun with it, dude. I think it looks good. I think it looks better than Cold War, but it definitely looks Cold War-esque. I don't know. The only L with this gameplay, this thing looks interesting too. Like, I wonder what that is. Like, I'm not a big fan of the drops. We got armor back. I mean, yeah, there has to be some kind of crafting if, you know, we're getting all these things here that I just happen to miss the crafting bench. But the gameplay looks pretty good. Like I said, the L here, though, is where's the HUD, bro? I like the starting room. I'm guessing this is the starting room. Like, that's a... Like, I mean, it makes sense. They just broke out of prison, but I think that's really cool. You could pick up their arm and use it. That's what it is. I wonder how long it lasts. And if, like I said, that's the thing with the L. Like, where's what round, the damage. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good though. QR will be interesting because will QR react like the old QR, or is QR just gonna be like Cold War QR with how faster regen? And I'm also very interested in the other map. See, like, why? That zombie's... Is that zombie going after another zombie, or is that a soldier? Oh, it's a soldier. Damn, he got scuffed. Because I would bet this map is going to be, like, the map with all the crazy Easter egg stuff. Like, I wonder if the other map is going to be more like a survival map. Yeah, I think there's a few more videos we need to check out that people are recommending. But I definitely would like to see a tweet, or the tweet about, I guess, all the information that's out. I really also don't like the ammo boxes. Oh, I think there was crafting right there. I missed that. Hold on. I think we just spotted it. Yep. Yeah, there's crafting right there, which makes sense. I think the other map is just Town Reimagined. Is that what it's supposed to be? Town with a jet gun? I'd be down for that, bro. That boy said you're being way too optimistic. Bro, I said it going into the video, and I said it ending last night, man. We're not going back. You know, we're not going back to glory days of BO1, BO2, BO3. Zombies will not... I don't think Zombies will ever be that again, unless we get, like, a true remaster. You know? The question is, like, will it be better than, like, Cold War? And I think, I mean, it's early to say, you know, these are just cuts in gameplay, but I think from what we've seen, it looks a bit better than Cold War, which I'm happy about. But I'm really excited for new content, bro. Like, leading into this, I was saying that, like, I just want some new content. I'm excited for new content. But, yeah, you know, we'll grind for, like, high rounds, especially when maps first come out, but I don't think I'll be grinding. Like, I think I'm just going to try and have fun with this mode. And do stuff like that, do challenges... do weapon camo grinds, things like that. Mainly probably a lot of challenges. I think that's where the fun is going to be in this mode. Because we're not going back, dude. So I did say oh, that's interesting. That was on Cold War 2, right? On how to open doors. I missed that too. But yeah, I'm definitely leaning towards more of an optimism. I do like it though, you know? Gobblegum's coming back is so interesting. Well, I think the gameplay looks a little different if you ask me. I mean, it's hard to tell because, like I said, you have like a bot playing this. Like, this is some grade A bot gameplay. And then also, it's also impossible to tell to some extent because there's no HUD. And then also, we don't get to see what's in the crafting. So it's it could be very possibly the same as exactly like Cold War. But I really like all the uniqueness that they're bringing to it. Like with the character models and things like that. Apparently 3-down QR is coming back, so that's nice. I mean, that's a plus. Like the little that we've seen, I feel like there are a good amount of pluses. Plus, look, the map looks really ambitious. You know what I mean? Like, if you compare that to, like, Cold War maps, in the first map we got D Machine. Like, D Machine is good, right? Like, it's an alright map. But if you think about it, like, the whole map centers around the fact that it's Noctur and Toten. And it's basically it's literally Noctur and Toten. Which is a World at War map from the map Airfield. You know? And they did add, like, you know, other areas and, you know, like, different doors within Noct and the roof and stuff like that, but... Like, there's just a lot of uniqueness here, and this is a big W. Compared to Cold War. It's a little thing, but it's a big little thing. Probably not high round friendly? Nah, those days are gone. Those days are gone. We'll grind records when it first comes out, maps first come out. Because I love that. But nah, I mean, like, honestly, I don't see playing high rounds on this like we do BO3 like 9 years later. This very well might just be a game that's fun for a year. But that's better than any of the zombie games we've gotten over the past couple years, so, you know. Dude, this guy's gameplay is brutally bad. I'm also so, like, Pack-a-Punch looks so weak. I said that earlier, but... Like, his gun just does not seem like it's shredding. I think it looks okay. The coloring I just can't get over. I don't really mind the art style of it. Alright, so we have more videos to check out, right? This looks interesting, though. I did like it. I really do. I don't love it, of course. Like, this isn't like pulling up like BO2 Mob release trailer gameplay, you know? This isn't that, but for what it is, it looks pretty cool. Like, the boat thing is concerning to me. I really thought the boat might be like $1,000 and it takes you to a set spot, which I think would be cool. It's interesting that you gotta navigate the boat. Because, where's the gameplay that's gonna stop you from just sitting in the boat? Like, obviously, you got that giant squid that lives, like, out in the ocean. But if you just want to ride around the boat here, are zombies gonna be able to swim? Are they gonna be able to get on the boat? It looks like as soon as you touch the water, you're safe from zombies. Yeah. Yeah, like what are the safeguards to prevent that? Like, obviously in the ocean here, it looks like you probably just can't sit out here. Because that guy's going to fook you up, I would think. They showed a little bit of gameplay over here, but I wonder what's going on over here. Like, why do you have to come here? What's over here? There's got to be something here. We know Jug's not here, though, I don't believe. Jug was on the original part of the map. The game is made to be easy. They took the difficulty factor out of the game. Yeah. I mean, people are saying that no unlimited QRs is a thing, so that's really nice. Because that was a thing in Cold War with unlimited QRs, so the fact that they removed that is nice. But yeah, Zombies is trending towards easy for quite a while now. Way too easy. But that's why the competitive high round thing is completely chalk too. That's part of the reason. This reminds me of that one MWR map you talk about, Wetwork. Yeah, it gives Wetwork vibes. When will we be able to play this game? I don't... When does Black Ops 6 come out? I don't think they gave any information, because there was rumors that Zombies would be early to play. Probably pre-order based. But I guess they probably didn't give any information on that. But they're showing off more gameplay August 28th at Call of Duty Next, I think they said, for the other map, Liberty Falls. Oh, is it October 25th? Someone the other day was telling me like October 8th. I was like, that don't sound right. That don't sound right at all. I was like, I would assume it's late October. So October, okay, I thought it was a little bit earlier. So late October. But don't you have Game Pass? I have Game Pass, but I'm also probably just going to straight up buy this game. I don't think I'm going to play this game on Game Pass. I'll probably buy it on I don't know. Last couple Call of Duties I bought on Battle.net. I don't know if I'll buy this on Battle.net. I'll probably buy it on Steam, honestly. But yeah, I'm definitely going to buy this game. I'm not going to use Game Pass for this. The sprinting seems interesting, too. What I kind of wanted to keep a close eye on is, like, zombie pathing as well. But it looks very similar. This zip line is interesting. The ways to navigate the map are really interesting. The swimming is super interesting. Like, can zombies swim? He posted a clip on Twitter showcasing the horrible pathing. Did you tweet it to me? Steam is asked for new CODs. Yeah, I've been buying on Battle.net. I kind of got to figure out which is going to be the best way to go. Battle.net or Steam, I don't really know. It doesn't really matter because I don't really play new Call of Duty, so I don't really know the differences. This trap looks really good. And if I had to bet, this will probably be the area to train if you were to train. Unless, you know, the crafting bench is super OP. And in that case, you're probably just going to be crafting support like you did in Cold War, which would be honestly terrible. And I hope that's not the case. I hope there's more, like, training elements involved in this. And I just wonder where you turn this trap on. I would assume it's probably from the top of the thing. Which would be kind of... like, I wonder how you get up there. Beta's late August, early September. I did know that. Yeah, I did know that. They don't swing at him? You mean swim? They don't swim at him unless he stands still completely for 3 seconds? So then the water is just basically like take a break. I thought this thing was going to be super OP. But based off this gameplay, it looks like it's ass. It looks like just one zombie goes flying. I thought it'd be more of like a chain reaction of like maybe you kill a couple zombies in the vicinity, but it looks like it just kills one. By the way, here this guy just runs like he just literally runs right into like a circle of zombies for some reason. No gobblegum, no AT, no support, leaderboard, facts. Facts on facts, bro. That'll be the leaderboard to play. That will 1000% be the leaderboard to play. No gum, no AT, no support, no swimming, no boat. World record attempt, come say hi. No armor. Alright, hold on. Someone linked some other videos. Someone was saying I gotta check out some other videos. I think Omar linked the video. And then I gotta check out some tweets. I think Scrap said there was a tweet out there with all the zombie info. Alright, so this is Codename Pizza. And apparently he's talking about high rounds. Here's my question. Has this guy ever been to high rounds? I've heard the name. Why round 100 is possible in this one map? What is he playing? Isn't that 9? What map is that? Which one had that scorpion looking thing? This guy does a lot of myth busting, huh? He's a myth buster. Alright, let's see what Codename Pizza has to say about it. Someone's been to 100 on Call of the Dead. You can now. It's a goofy strategy, but you can. Oh, thank you, Scrap. Let me pull this up, and then this video is kind of long, but we'll check that out. This is... Oh, I know. I think I follow... Yeah, I follow them. Alright, bet. Bet. Alright, what's this guy saying?
Welcome back to a brand new video today here on Codename Pizza, and now I can happily admit that I have played Black Ops 6 Zombies. That's right, I have been to Treyarch, I have played Terminus, I have had a massive brief of Treyarch themselves talking about the entire Black Ops 6 Zombies experience, and now in this video I can tell you guys absolutely everything that I know, what you need to know about Black Ops 6 Zombies, about Terminus, including Gobblegums, main quest Easter eggs, side quest Easter eggs, every quality of life thing they've applied to this game. Genuinely, this is going to be nuts, and I hope you stick around for the entire video. Please support this channel and support the video by smashing the like button right now. My goodness, I got to go to Treyarch to play.
Make sure you take everything that this guy says with a grain of salt. And it's not just the zombie guys. I remember this back in the day with like guys like T Martin and Ali A and X Jaws. Like, it's contingent for them to honestly say positive things about Treyarch, otherwise they get outcasted, like Raffle Waffles did for a while. So typically, more times than not, I feel like they always lean towards positivity, even if it's not positive. For example, Dalek JD, Revering Vanguard, or Noah talking highly positive about MWZ and that it's like the best experience since BO1. So just make sure you take everything they say with a grain of salt.
Play Black Ops 6 Zombies, that's insane. And also subscribe if you are brand new. I have so many things that are coming out over the next few months, so make sure you are subscribed to this channel. The road to 1 million is gonna maybe happen, I don't know, but let's do this thing. So first things first, there are 2 maps on the release of Black Ops 6 Zombies.
That's clutch.
One called Terminus and one called Liberty Falls. Liberty Falls is set in West Virginia, and basically Treyarch is setting the story for all of the conflicts in the game on Liberty Falls. It's also a map that's happening at the exact same time as Terminus, the gameplay that you are watching right now. So it means that the crew that we play as in Terminus, Carver, Gray, Weaver, and also Maya will not be the playable characters inside of Liberty Falls. Liberty Falls has a full main quest Easter egg as well.
Oh, well, there goes the survival idea.
This map for now. So let's concentrate on
both maps are going to be Easter egg heavy.
Terminus, this is the biggest Zombies map that we have ever had inside
That's
of
what I
Zombies
thought.
in terms of playable space.
That's what I thought.
There's a ridiculous amount of space to play on this map with all types of terrain. As well as this, we also have the most Easter eggs, side quests, and secrets that we've ever seen in any Zombies map on Terminus as well. Treyarch say that there's a bunch of crazy things to see and to do in terms of side quests inside of Terminus. So as soon as the map releases, we've got so much.
It's not necessarily the
content
worst thing in the world.
The story of Black Ops 6 Zombies is of course based around 4 characters and how they grow as a team. They're all unified in the quest for revenge against Edward Richtofen, and we'll also have 3 background characters that we hear from very often, who are of course Raptor 1, Strauss, and
What's up, C's? How you been, brother?
Also noted that Terminus and Liberty Falls are both setting the groundwork for the entire storyline of Black Ops 6 Zombies. Treyarch said that Black Ops 6 Zombies was fully inspired by Black Ops 3 Zombies and Black Ops Cold War mixed together. They wanted to keep the unique interactions that we had with the main crew on Black Ops 3 Zombies whenever we were doing an Easter egg or whether they were just chatting to each other. They loved that feature, so that's why we have a dedicated crew now.
They love that feature, but decided to not add it for Cold War. But they love it. They loved it. They just happened to forget to put that in Cold War.
On Black Ops 6 Zombies. They wanted to allow the player to actually grow attached to these characters and have feelings towards them inside of Black Ops 6. Let's talk about Gobblegums, ladies and gentlemen. We now know that Mr. Peaks is the star of the Gobblegum machine, and he is an actual legend. So when I spoke to Treyarch, we know that on launch, we should have around 20 plus Gobblegums available. I can currently tell you 10 of them,
20.
but there's definitely more that are hidden away that we'll find out at a later date. We have Perkaholic, which of course gives you all perks on map. We have Cashback, which gives you full max ammo. We have Wall Power, which makes the next wall buy that you get pack-a-punched. We have Stock Option, which allows all ammo to be used from reserves and you don't need to reload. We have Profit Sharing, which means all points that you earn will have a percentage distributed to nearby teammates. We have Anywhere But Here, which will teleport you to a random location. We have Armor Up, which will apply full armor. We have an instant Wonder Weapon Gobblegum that will instantly give you the Wonder Weapon from the map. We have Temporal Gift that will allow all drops on the map to last twice as long, including drops on the ground and also when active in your invent. And we also have Respin Cycle, which means that you can respin the box. But Treyarch have buffed this for this game, and it means if you're not happy with the weapon you get from the mystery box, when you activate Respin Cycle, the next gun that you get will be of a higher rarity. Treyarch said that they liked Black Ops 3 in terms of Gobblegums. They said they enjoyed the healthy friction of being able to break the game, but also have the skill to know when you need to use and go and get that Gobblegum. They wanted to make sure they bring them back for Black Ops 6 Zombies, but they wanted to change them. They thought that there were some things that were complex, such as how they were implemented, where, for example, if you picked up an overpowered gobblegum in Black Ops 3 Zombies and you just held on to it and you didn't activate it because you were saving it for the correct time, and maybe you might die later on and you never even got a chance to use it. They wanted to make sure they changed that inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies, which means that you can now store 3 gobblegums to use on your person at any one time. And we'll dive into that a little bit deeper in a little bit. Before we jump into that though, let's talk about the 3 gobblegum types that are available.
You can store 3 gums? That's like AW. That's exactly AW supply drop system. That was exactly AW supply drop system, which I said was inspired BO3 Gobblegums, which might have too. I mean, you know, Treyarch I think helps out, so maybe that shit was already coming. And wow, so you could store them, dude. So what's that mean? Like if you have like 3 alchems, you can store like 3 alchems? That's so OP, man. That's so OP, bro. That's crazy. Okay.
And we have conditional gobblegums. Once again, remember that these can be stored, but when you choose, might die later on and you never even got a chance to use it. They wanted to make sure they changed that inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies, which means that you can now store 3 gobblegums to use on your person at any one time. And we'll dive into that a little bit deeper in a little bit. Before we jump into that though, let's talk about the 3 gobblegum types that are available. We have instant gobblegum, we have timed gobblegum, and we have conditional gobblegums. Once again, remember that these can be stored, but when you choose to eat an instant gobblegum, the effect will instantly activate. When you choose to eat a timed-based gobblegum, it will activate for a specific amount of time, and when you choose to eat a conditional gobblegum, something specific needs to happen to either you or the map for that gum to activate, such as hitting the mystery box and then you choose to activate respin cycle. All gobblegums are earnable inside of the game. There's no more Dr. Monty's factory, there's no more liquid divinium. You're not earning something to then spend somewhere else. You are earning the gobblegum by flipping rounds. Every time you flip a round in Zombies, you have a chance of being given a gobblegum or multiple gobblegums. Obviously, the higher the rarity, such as Perkaholic, the rarer you will get those, but it will be completely random on what you get when you round flip. You might not get any on a round flip. And when we were at Treyarch, we asked the question, is there any kind of cap on how many you can earn in the game? And they said no. So gobblegums are a single-use item. They're earned in-game and they provide various gameplay advantages and effects. Gobblegums can be purchased from the Gobblegum machine for 500 points and you can only purchase 1 per round. The price does not go up, it's just 500 points 1 time around. The Gobblegum machine will randomly dispense you a Gobblegum that's from your dedicated Gobblegum pack that you chose and applied 5 Gobblegums to before you started the game. When you buy a Gobblegum and pick that Gobblegum up from the machine, you do not instantly use it. It will go into your invent and you can store up to 3 Gobblegums in your invent and flick between them to use whenever you want, similar to the multiplayer score streaks. Gobblegums can also be stacked, so technically you can have multiple Gobblegums active at any one time. And also, when you take this Gobblegum out of the machine and place it onto your person, as long as you have not activated that Gobblegum, it is not taken from your account. Let's say, for example, you have Perkaholic on your person that you got from the Mr. Peaks machine, but you didn't activate Perkaholic, that's fine. You'll still have it available for the next game. It's only when you eat it, it gets dispensed from your account itself. Another feature about Gobblegums is that you can switch the pack mid-game. So for the earlier rounds, you might set up your Gobblegum pack to have 5 point-based Gobblegums. So you can get a load of points really early on, so you can open the map up, get Pack-a-Punch sorted, and then for the later rounds, maybe change your pack to a really OP Gobblegum set that allows you to go higher into those rounds. Gobblegums are super customizable inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies. Let's quickly talk about...
I mean, so it sounds like a better system. My question would be, hopefully they stay true to that and there's no kind of pay to win on that, but it sounds like everything Gobblegum based is just based on rounds and how many rounds you survive, which is nice, opposed to not having any like liquid divinium and paying for divinium and Dr. Monty's factory and the gambling involved in that. So, you know, like the supply drop method. So that sounds a lot better than what we had. Being able to change gums mid-game, though, is kind of crazy, honestly. Like, that's kind of crazy. But I wonder, too, because he's also saying gum packs. Like, I wonder if it will be, like, gum pack 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's saying fully customizable, though. So I wonder if you're individually picking gums, or if there's more so, like, set gum packs. and you need to pick what gun packs, opposed to being able to select individual ones from each pack. That's what I'm kind of wondering. But yeah, I don't like perkaholics. I mean, it's just OP. It's just way too OP. Honestly. Yeah, gun packs are in BO3. Yeah. Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah, you'll probably get free ones from the battle pass. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering too, right? Because the thing is, I mean, if you followed COD for any amount of time, they've said things like, we'll stay true to the true World War II genre and Vanguard genre, and the next thing you know, you're running around as the Easter Bunny. You know what I mean? So what they say on the early on doesn't always coincide with what actually does happen by the time we get a little bit into the game. So, but from that perspective, I mean, it does sound pretty interesting, you know? So we'll kind of see how it goes, but, you know, that is pretty interesting.
Enemies. Inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies, we have something called evolving enemies. Some enemies are infected with what's known as an organism. And when you kill a zombie that has that specific organism, it may spawn a vermin.
Yeah, it's true, no dogs.
Like
maybe no dog rounds or anything.
Arachnid kind of thing. Really, really creepy, and it's got like a zombie's head as part of its body. Also, a very cool side feature that Treyarch added to this game is for anyone that's got arachnophobia. Don't worry, you can still play Black Ops 6 Zombies. There is a setting to actually turn off the look of this spider. I have no idea what it will look like if you turn this off, but hey, there's a feature there for you if you've got a
wow, that's wild.
If you do not kill this spider in time, the spider can then evolve again. Like I said, evolving enemies are a big part of Black Ops 6. The spider can then evolve into a flying bug parasite enemy that we've seen before in, let's say, Black Ops 3 Zombies Shadows of Evil. It's also noted that these parasite enemies can spawn in just randomly anyway. I saw them a lot while
what if I'm afraid of zombies? Can I turn off the zombies? Turn them into regular humans?
I think they're keeping them secret for now. So let's talk about the wonder weapon. The wonder weapon of the map is called the Bean Smasher. The Bean Smasher is obviously from the Bean Smasher. It has two functions. It can fire a powerful energy beam that can penetrate through enemies and do a bunch of damage. And its second function is that it emits sonic waves that slow down enemies and make them more vulnerable to damage. So it's a really good co-op weapon. You can have one person doing the sonic waves with the wonder weapon.
Honestly, based off the gameplay, like, the gun is cool. It doesn't really look like... I mean, I'm sure it's going to be good, and especially if this does infinite damage, but it doesn't look like they're getting fried, like, immediately, which is interesting.
Them with a normal weapon now that they're weaker. But if you're obviously playing solo, you can then just switch back to the primary function of the Bean Smasher and destroy those damaged zombies as well. There is also an extra ability with this Bean Smasher wonder weapon, is when you've used all the ammo from the clip itself, when the weapon goes to reload, it will emit a giant blast of energy.
So you probably gotta use all the ammo to get
and knock them down to the ground. Also, we can't talk about wonder weapons without talking about the ray gun. The ray gun is back, and Treyarch claimed that it's had a little bit of a glow up, a few cosmetic changes, and a few new cool animations added to
cosmetic changes. Can we see it?
In Black Ops 6 Zombies, we have a new support item, which is called Mutant Injection.
That thing is the new support item. The new support item. I'm sorry, Lobes. I know. She got scared, bro. She's like, support items? I'm getting out of here, bro. A new support item. Support is back. Oh, support is back. Oh, support is back, baby. Let's sit on our crafting bench using RC cars. Oh, god damn, shawty.
A few cosmetic changes and a few new cool animations added to it as well. Now, inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies, we have a new support item, which is called Mutant Injection. This thing is bananas. Treyarch thought how sad it was the amount of times that we've died to heavy zombies throughout the years, so they realized that it's now our time to be the heavy zombie. So we can now inject ourselves with this Mutant Injection and turn ourselves into
looks cool.
Mangler. Obviously, this is very limited in terms of time that you can be a Mangler.
Okay, limited time. I don't know how this is gonna play gameplay wise. This shit looks pretty cool, honestly. It does look pretty cool, you know?
And turn ourselves into a mangler. Obviously, this is very limited in terms of time that you can be a mangler for, but once you're a mangler, you can beat up
this looks like fun.
Shoot them with the mangler arm cannon. Also, a bit of a side note here, we can use the mangler arm cannon inside of game without doing this, just by killing the mangler and he drops his arm, which is very, very cool.
Okay.
How sick is this Mutant Injection? So let's talk about main quest, baby. Yeah, dude, just like all of the Zombies iterations, pretty much Black Ops 6 Zombies has got main quests coming back, both on turn Terminus and also Liberty Falls. Treyarch said that they've been trying to tackle the problem between the separation between hardcore players and new players for years. So with Black Ops 6 and the main quest with Terminus and also Liberty Falls, and with the DLC going forward, they wanted to only do the hand-holding stuff up until Pack-a-Punch. After Pack-a-Punch, every single thing is then hidden, just like the older zombie titles before Cold War. The main quest has to be figured out by the community, and once it has been fully figured out and completed, a few weeks after that, we will then have a brand new mode added to Black Ops 6 Zombies, which is called Guided Mode. Guided Mode will allow that new player to then jump straight into the game and be guided all the way through the Easter egg and the boss fight, with it capping out around 15. There will be rewards given to people that complete the main quest. One of the things that I was told about was an actual wonder weapon skin, so you can literally pimp out your wonder weapons in-game, and all of the rewards that you get are based around the map itself. So if you unlock the Terminus main Easter egg quest, your calling card, the skin for the wonder weapon, they'll all be Terminus themed. There'll also be rewards
That's
given
kind of
for
a cool
guided
incentive
mode
to do an Easter egg.
as well. But when I was talking to the devs, I explained that we as a community, we want to unlock everything inside of the game. We want to 100% it. But honestly, after a map has been out for a few weeks and we've beaten that Easter egg a few times, why would we want to go through a guided quest just to get the rewards for 100% unlockables? They said I had a really good point, so I would assume that on launch, everything that can be unlocked will be unlocked via the main normal quest, and guided quest will just get a few things that you get from standard. There'll also be a special calling card given to every single player that finishes the main Easter egg quest before the guided quest feature releases, and that applies for every single DLC map as well. Once the guided mode is out for that specific map, that calling card is no longer unlockable, so you've got to be really fast to get it done. Treyarch said that their idea for this game mode was to introduce new players to actually get into zombies, get the feeling for it, and then they'll feel like they're good enough players for the next DLC to just do the normal standard quests like the rest of the community. It's a really, really good idea, and it's very good middle ground in terms of making every single player base feel happy on the game. Another thing to note, that on the guided quests, all side Easter eggs and secrets are completely out of the map. You will not be able to activate any of the side quests inside of the map on that guided mode. It is literally just the main quest. Like, they've even locked the trial machines as well. It is only guiding through the main Easter egg quest. Another main quest feature is that we no longer have to leave the game after completing the main quest. Like on Cold War Zombies, when you finished an Easter egg, you had to exfil out. We no longer have to do that. You can stick around, you can go hunt for side Easter eggs after the main quest, you can go ahead and do high rounds. Whatever you want to do, you are inside of that game after the main quest finishes for as long as you wish to be. Another way that they wanted to make this game slightly more difficult was to remove craftable self-revives after 3 purchases. So on Cold War, we could craft as many self-revives as we want. This is both for solo and co-op as well. On Black Ops 6 Zombies, there's only 3 per person per game. Treyarch said that there may be a few secrets hidden away for high round players. They also claimed that in terms of high round, it'll be the hardest to reach round 100 this time around. They said,
cap. I call fucking cap. This will be the hardest to reach round 100 on? Nah. I call cap. Let me hear what he's got to say about that, bro. There's no way. I call so much cap. What? How?
They also claimed that in terms of high round, it'll be the hardest to reach round 100 this time around. They said they've implemented things into this game that will ease in as the higher rounds go on. That will be more of a challenge to the player. Interesting. I'm excited to see some round 100s. Treyarch also went on to say that they think that all Easter eggs and main quests inside of Black Ops 6 should be able to be
Alright, bet, bro. Fucking bet, dude. Bet. Bet. Let's see. If true, awesome. If true, awesome, bro. If true, massive W. I doubt that, though. I so highly doubt that. I so highly doubt that. But if that's true, that's fire. Dude, it's gonna be hilarious when fucking Steve has the game like 3 days early and he's streaming on like round 1032.
Completed both solo and co-op. There are no specific co-op Easter eggs inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies. Everything is able to be done as a team or as a solo player. So let's talk about some Black Ops 6 Zombie features that came from Cold War, but they have changed.
Dude, if honestly it's not the hardest, I'm gonna meme every time I hit round 100 and be like, this is the hardest game to hit round 100 on, by the way. Every single time I hit 100 on this game. Hardest round 100 ever, by the way. Dude, I hope that's the goddamn truth, bro. Because that would be fire. Could you... Dude, that would be fire, man. That would be fire. I call cap. I gotta see it to believe it. But, dude, that would be fire. Hold on, I want to go back. I gotta hear that one more time. Treyarch is telling this guy that this will be the hardest game to hit round 100 on? Does anybody believe that?
There may be a few secrets hidden away for high round players. They also claim that in terms of high round, it'll be the hardest to reach round 100 this time around. They said they've implemented things into this game that will ease in as the higher rounds go on. That will be more of a challenge to the player. Interesting. I'm excited to see some round 100s. Treyarch also went on to say that
I hope that's the truth.
Easter eggs and main
I hope
quests
that's the
inside Black
truth.
Ops 6 should be able
God,
to be
I hope that's the
completed
truth.
both solo and co-op. There are no specific co-op Easter eggs inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies. Everything is able to be done as a team or as a solo player. So let's talk about some Black Ops 6 zombie features.
That's the thing. Do the devs have any idea what it is to get to round 100?
For the better. Door buys
Like, it'd be hard for them to
inside
get to
this
100,
game
but have
can
they
now be
like
shared.
have they got the round
If a player
20?
can't afford a door, they can give half of the amount towards a door and another player can pay the other half, therefore opening the door together. And both players will also be awarded with XP for opening the door.
And I
as well.
wonder if it will be like a true challenge. Because that's the thing. Like, they could make it hard, but they can make it hard in kind of like a dumb way, right? Because that wonder weapon doesn't look super OP. And then what if they make it where the traps stop doing damage? So it's like not even so much that... It's not like really a true challenge. It's just like... You're forced to shoot this gun and have like a 7-hour round. And you could train in circles. And it's super simple and easy. It just takes long. Because that's not really a challenge. You know? Like, what do they mean? I'm just so curious on what they mean by that. Did Jimmy? No, Jimmy Zielinski got a 200 on 5. You're capping, bro. Is that true? That's goat shit, bro. Dude, I gotta be honest, though. That hypes me up a little bit. I don't believe it until I see it. Oh, he obviously didn't. Bro, I was gonna say, Jimmy Zielinski got 200, bro. We need to bring him back, like, now. Like, tomorrow.
Also managed to simplify the salvage. There's no longer multiple types of salvage inside of the game. There is literally just one type of salvage inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies. They've also decided to add player-specific salvage as well, so people can no longer run over your salvage and steal it. They said they're also going to add this as well to ammo drops and armor shards that fall off zombies when you kill them, making some player-specific so you will always have ammo and armor available without other people stealing them. Unfortunately, they were not part
That's
of the
what I mean, bro.
played the game, but that's what
like,
Treyarch
support
told
is
us.
back,
Also went on
and
to
it's supposed to be the hardest ever round 100.
No longer has a selection
So
screen.
then
This
I'm
is
assuming
something that I
support
wanted
is
to
massively
see
nerfed.
inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies when I got
Or they
to
have
play
no
it.
idea
You
what
just
they're...
go
They
up to
didn't
the
even watch
Pack-a-Punch
any
machine,
gameplay from their own
buy
game
it,
from
and
Cold
you
War.
have a Pack-a-Punch weapon. You no longer have a menu. Obviously, that means the ammo mods now need to move. So ammo mods are no longer part of the Pack-a-Punch machine. Ammo mods are available at the arsenal, where you'll be able to buy ammo mods, weapon upgrades, and that's where you'll be able to spend your salvage as well. Now, Treyarch have also took another feature that I've been begging for years here, which is just adding more personality to things inside of the game that had none inside of Cold War. So they decided with the arsenal to add a personality to it. So apparently this arsenal will talk to you like a drill instructor, saying stuff like, hey, get over here. Your weapon is lacking in rarity. Upgrade, I don't know what it says. But something along those lines. Also, armor upgrades are not part of the arsenal. Armor upgrades are now part of the wall buy system. You buy armor off the walls. There's 3 different types of armor rarity located on the walls around the map. Once you bought it, you've bought it. And you buy this with points or essence inside of the game and not with salvage. Very cool, right?
I'm gonna be so honest with you. I've said it a million times, and I said I'm the only guy who enjoyed it. I really like the World War II armor system. I like that by the end, the max point limit was 10,000 points to refill your armor. I hope it's similar to that. I do. I know I'm the only person in the world, I think, that liked the World War II armor system. But I did like that system. So I hope this armor system would be like that. That, like, the more hits you take and the more damage you take, when you go back to the armor, it's just more and more money. Also, have we seen anything? He hasn't said anything because there's no HUD. I wonder what the point system's like. Like, are we shooting and getting points, or are we killing and getting points?
Another one that I wanted to talk about real quick is your field upgrade. We can change our field upgrade inside of the game. We could technically do this on Cold War, but it was kind of a bug, I think. But they've made it 100% real mid-game, change of your field upgrade inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies. Let's talk about weapon customization, people. Something that we very much lacked inside.
I wonder how you're changing all these things. Like, you're changing your gobblegums mid-game, you're changing your field upgrades mid-game. How are you doing that? Are you doing that through pausing? Or are you doing that, like, through mid-game? Because I think it would be better if you were doing that through, like, mid-game. Where, like, maybe you had to hold the zombie, or there was just something more to it. Where it was like you were vulnerable. And not having to do it while pausing. That's what I'm kind of wondering. Because I I always enjoyed The Last of Us. And the way that crafting system worked was, like, there's no, like, you're not paused. Right, like you're crafting mid-game, so if there's like clickers around you, like you're doing all that live, not like a Dead Island system where you pause and then you go to the weapon tree. Like, I think it'd be better if all that stuff was in-game opposed to a pause feature. I think the pause would be kind of stupid, honestly.
Out of Cold War. So, believe it or not, we actually have full weapon customization throughout the entire Black Ops 6 Zombies experience. All weapons in the game can be personalized with attachments, camos, stickers, charms, very, very similar to the Black Ops 3 weapon kits. In fact, Treyarch said they were incredibly inspired by the Black Ops 3 weapon kits, where you can build your own weapon out of game, and when you get into game, you'll have that exact build with camo attachments, charms, and stickers from either the mystery box or the war buy. Every single weapon in the mystery box and war buy will be tailored to your preferences. And just like in Cold War, you can spawn in with any weapon that you want. This weapon will of course have a camo attachment, sticker, or charm on that you wish as well. And another feature is if you get a specific weapon from the mystery box or from a war buy that you don't currently have unlocked in game because you're not a high enough rank yet, you will earn XP for that weapon. That weapon level will go up. Okay, let's talk about
tied to multi again.
Massive quality of life feature inside of Black Ops 6
multi again.
Save and quit. That is right. We are going to be able to save our games inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies. Treyarch say that they know that high rounds can last an insane amount of time, so you can still solo pause zombie games if you wish, just to go to the bathroom or eat your dinner or whatever you want to do. But if you want to go to school, or you have to go to work, or you want to have a few days off zombies, feel free. As long as you are 100% health inside of the game and not surrounded by zombies, you can save the game and load it back up whenever you want. This means that it will save your quest progress. It will save your pack-a-punch rarity. It will save your armor, your weapon rarity. Basically anything that you have in-game, any gobblegum that you have active in-game, anything that you have currently in the game, even if you're right before the boss fight, you can save and then load back in at a future date. Another incredible feature that they've added to this save and quit is where Treyarch will literally save the game for you if you disconnect. At the start,
I was wondering about that. All right, continue on.
Every single new zombies round, the game will save, and it will do an automatic save for you.
Auto-save.
If, let's say you're on round 20 and you disconnect on round 20, when you boot the game back up again, there'll be an automatic save at the start of round 20 for you. What an incredible feature. But it doesn't stop there. You'll only have one of these slots available, so you won't be able to have a ridiculous amount of slots and take advantage of this feature. And you'll be able to do this on every map on Black Ops 6 Zombies. Just incredible. Okay, let's talk about cross.
All right, so here's the thing. That feature is absolutely needed, and it's mainly needed because the game is like only playable online, so there's no offline mode. So from that perspective, like the mode, like that is actually pretty clutch for high round players. My concern and issue though is, are you able to abuse this? Because he didn't specify on this, and we kind of talked about this. I think it was yesterday or a couple streams ago. So like, let's say you get the 50. You pause, save, auto saves, whatever the hell happens. And then, or let's just say you manually save, you dip out, you dip back in, and then you die in that game maybe at like round 100. Like, will that game then get deleted from that past save state? Or is there any kind of chance that you'll be able to constantly keep loading into the save state on whatever round you were in that game? And then also, and someone brought up a better point, because you would think maybe the game would be smart enough to detect that, but let's say you do that now, and let's say you're about to die, like you're undoubtedly about to die, you down, and you do the old school dashboard. You do the old school dashboard, X out of the game, whatever it is, right? There, because, you know, people find workarounds. Now, are you still able to get back into that save state? Because I would think the game would be smart enough to delete that save, but are they smart enough to detect like a dashboard? He said you have to be fully healed. Yeah, but what if you're in like a really bad situation? But that also still doesn't answer the question. Like I said, you manually saved on 50. Now you're on, let's just say, whatever, 55. And you dashboard on 55. Are you picking back up from 50? That's what I'm kind of wondering. It auto-saves every round, and you can only save it if you're full HP. It said not sure about dashboarding, though. That's what I'm wondering about dashboard. So it auto-saves every round? So then the autosave would probably take the save slot from the manual save, I would assume. So then you're on 55. But like, same thing. You're on 55, 100, whatever, X round. And you're about to die, but you have that autosave feature in and you dashboard. Can you load back up? I would assume people will find a workaround on that quickly. Because that dashboarding has always been a thing. I don't know if it's a thing in modern CODs, but at least in old CODs, dashboarding was always a thing. And people always know how to exploit. Yeah, dashboarding has been fixed for the newer, for the most part in these newer games. I would kind of assume so because I mean, I guess more people play on PC. I don't know what dashboarding on like console looks like these days. That will just be interesting if there'll be kind of any exploit on that because I would assume there is. I would assume they might be able to fix it too, honestly, if there is. But people, I mean, dude, you know how people are, man. Especially nowadays, like exploits have always been a thing. So I just wonder how that will play out, honestly.
Cross progression real quick. Cross progression will go across the entire game. So zombies and
I think that's an L.
We know that we've got
like
classic
that.
prestige inside of the game, which means we've got 10 prestiges. And then when you get to prestige 10, you've got 1,000 levels of prestige master.
That is cool. I like the master
this
prestige.
up in multiplayer or inside of zombies. This also includes weapon progression. Weapon progression where you unlock attachments and camos. They will be through zombies and multiplayer as well.
This is why the zombies number is inflated.
Unique just to zombies and unique just to multiplayer. You also have reticle customization inside of this game as well. Another great feature that I forgot to mention before is that we'll have daily challenges on zombies from day one, which means we'll have stuff to go for outside of main quests and side quests literally on day one of launch. So guess what? Intel is back in zombies. Cold War was absolutely flooded with intel and Black Ops 6 zombies will be as well, but not to the extent of Cold War. Treyarch said with intel inside of Black Ops 6 zombies, they wanted to tailor it to show, not tell. So basically anything that you need to know, you will see via Easter eggs, you will see via cutscenes, you will see via characters talking, but for little bits of lore about enemies inside of the map, or maybe little secrets that you might want to know about specific things in the map, like why is there a shipwreck on Terminus? Why is this enemy the way it is? There will be intel scattered around the map for you to learn the backstory of those characters. It seems like a very good tailored intel system for this game. Also, Dark Ops challenges. They are back inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies, and 100% completion will be available day one on launch for completing every single calling card, camo, challenge inside the whole of
That's
Black
pretty
Ops
cool.
6. Okay, another big one that we're going to talk about right now. This is going to be called augments. So augments are basically what we had inside of Cold War Zombies, where you would be using your Ethereum crystals to upgrade specific things in the game. But inside of Black Ops 6, it works differently. You use augments to upgrade perks, ammo mods, and field upgrades, but you'll have a choice of 3 major augments or 3 minor augments per each item. This is gonna get confusing, but try and stick with me. Major augments include big effects.
What's the word he's saying? I can't augments? What's he saying? I can't understand them. Augments? Legmans? Augments? What's he saying? Augments. Okay, thank you.
Things. Let's say, for example, you have the energy mine field upgrade that you would normally place on the ground and it blows up, but you could place on a major augment that might turn this into a scatter mine where it spreads apart the blast, or you could place it on to where you might have 3 mines that are floating around you and protecting you, similar to Dead Ops Arcade. Another upgrade that you might be able to get is a turret, and this will shoot things that come past. And let's say, for example, some minor things that you might be able to do that are a little bit less crazy would be, for example, to allow a trap to last longer, or it might be quicker to activate your ammo mod, or quicker to fill your field upgrade. But you can only pick one major and one minor of these augments per game.
That's
and
nice.
Believe it or not, on launch, there's going to be over 100 different applicable augments to the game. Just think about this, 100 different things that can feature on your setup alongside 20 plus gobblegums that could all activate at the same time. Genuinely, this is the most customizable Zombies ever. You'll be able to do some crazy things inside of this map, and I cannot wait for Mythbusting Mondays. So how do you unlock augments? Well, the augment research. Treyarch wanted to create something really simple and understandable, but also still have meaning to it. So they wanted a simple system where you could set up what you wanted to level up before you went into the game. There's no more Ethereum crystals like on Cold War to level stuff up. Before you go into the game, you can, let's say, select Juggernog as the thing that you want to specifically level up in that game. Then when you go in and play Zombies, you'll unlock different abilities for Juggernog. The same goes for all perks, ammo mods, and field upgrades. Whew, that's an insane amount of information. Let's go on to something really light right here. Third-person mode. Third-person mode is coming back to Black Ops 6 Zombies. But it's the first time that we ever get to see it inside of a Black Ops Zombies title. Apparently, Treyarch loved the way that third-person ran inside of Modern Warfare Zombies. They thought it'd be a cool way to bring it back so you can actually see the omni-movement system of Black Ops 6 Zombies in third person. Let's talk about HUD presets.
Third-person world record attempts. Come say ciao, baby.
Virtual in every Zombies game. I think the first time anyone really complained about HUD was probably inside of Black Ops 4, and then we got it in Cold War again. But Treyarch have been the goats once more. So you can actually change your HUD depending on your style of play and where you want things to be placed on the screen. That includes your ammo, it includes your perks. So for example, if you like Cold War and you want your perks to be in the center of the screen, you can have your HUD to look like that. You just have to select the Cold War HUD. If you prefer your perks being over the left-hand side of the screen, similar to Black Ops 3 Zombies, then you can just pick the Black Ops 3 HUD.
I found our niche, boys.
Any HUD at all, you can turn the HUD off.
Number one third-person player in the world.
Inside of the HUD as well. So if you don't want to have hit markers or you do want hit markers, you can apply those.
Clutch.
Health bars, you can either take them off or add them on. Minimap,
fuck
add them
health
on,
bars.
take them off. Whatever
take minimap off,
fuck
like that.
To see on the screen, you can see on the screen, and basically there's a ridiculous amount of settings to see where you want stuff. There's even a streamer mode that gives way more space for your face cam. Treyarch have really nailed it with this, in my opinion. They also said another thing that you can actually do is toggle off the Pack-a-Punch machine camo. Now, yes, we could do this by meleeing the Pack-a-Punch machine, but they said if you don't want to do that every single time, you can just turn it off. So if you've got the mastery camo and you want that for the entire game, you go on Pack-a-Punch, it'll just keep your mastery camo. Simple as that. Should we talk about mastery camos? Let's talk about mastery camos real quick. So Zombies only camos obviously are inside of the game, and Zombies does have a mastery camo, and so does multiplayer. I spoke to multiple Treyarch employees that said they've worked on every single mastery camo since the early days of mastery camos, and they are all confident that Black Ops 6's mastery camos across the whole game are the best we have ever seen.
I mean, of course they're going to say that,
another incredible feature. You can join a friend's game at any single time in Black Ops 6 Zombies, even if you were never in that game. If you need to leave a friend's game, don't worry. Leave it, jump back in whenever you want. If you've never been in that game and your buddy's just playing some Zombies, he's been playing for a few hours, he's now on round 30, feel free to jump in and give him a hand. You can join that round 30 game that you have never been in. Pretty interesting, man. You can have people getting all the way to the boss fight and then getting someone in just to get them the rewards of the Easter egg. Kind of like the feature. I feel like it's going to be really great. The amount of times back in the day that I had 3 friends in the middle of an Easter egg quest, and I just had to sit there in an Xbox.
I can't tell you how many high round games I've played and people be like, yo, can I join?
Now, that won't happen. I can
now it's possible.
Straight into the game and help them out. Obviously, this week we have
now I just gotta flat out say no.
Macchiato. Let's talk about that very, very quickly. The melee enhancement perk gives you a really strong punch attack. If you use your dedicated melee attack, which is new to Zombies, but obviously we've seen this before in previous Call of Duty titles, it will be even crazier as well. Obviously, in previous titles, you would switch to a more dedicated melee weapon, but inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies, they thought that would be really weird to do. So just the melee attack is just mental instead. Let's talk about the new ammo mod. So we have a brand new ammo mod inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies as well called Shadow Rift. This is a crowd controlling ammo mod, and it deals shadow damage. Shadow damage is a brand new elemental damage.
There's no way this is going to be the hardest round 100.
Elemental damage
there's no way.
Basically means that specific zombies take more damage from specific damage types. It's something that us as players are going to have to figure out at launch. Let's say, for example, there's a certain ammo type that deals more damage to a mangler or deals more damage to the vermin. That's for us to figure out. And as the seasons go along and we get new enemies added, that's up to us. But also with Shadow Rift, there is a brand new effect that can occur when zombies can randomly teleport. Some of the augments inside of the game can actually affect Shadow Rift as well. So let's say, for example, when the zombies get teleported, they might teleport and fall straight to the ground and instantly explode. It's really, really cool. Let's talk about our brand new field upgrade inside of the game, which I did play with. I believe I'm the only person that went to this event that actually played with this because I changed it inside of my menu. And this is called the Dark Flare. This also deals shadow damage, and the Dark Flare is a pure damage field upgrade. When you activate it, it will activate a beam and melt all zombies in front of you. You can also concentrate it on a very specific big enemy. In my game, I concentrated it on the Mangler, and it was really powerful. One version of this field upgrade can also heal players as well. So similar to the staff inside of Black Ops 4 zombies, if you fire this at a human, it will revive them. There's also an augment for this as well, which is instead of firing an energy beam, it will dispense a giant energy ball that moves around, killing all the zombies around you for a limited amount of time. In terms of the maps themselves, Treyarch took a lot of feedback from Cold War and wanted to go inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies with the idea of creating all unique and cool looking maps. So like in Cold War, we did see a lot of multiplayer elements added to these maps. We are not going to get that. Every single Zombies map is unique and a fun new experience. The maps are also designed to take full advantage of the Omni Movement function inside of Black Ops 6. You know, I barely used Omni Movement when I was playing, and I played absolutely fine. So it's not like you have to use it. It's just a map that if you use the Omni Movement, I guess it plays cool, I guess. I don't know. Terminus is also the very first time in round-based zombies that we actually have an operational vehicle inside of the map in the form of a tactical raft. These can spawn on command via 2 places on the map, and you can choose to swim from island to island or shipwreck to island, whatever you want, but there is a lot of danger inside of that water. So using the tactical raft is a lot better. And let me tell you that there's a Kraken, you've probably seen the gameplay already on screen, inside of the water, and he makes it very, very
I noticed that, Azula,
so
in the gameplay that we watched.
Too long.
Well, this is the same gameplay.
Also wanted to make sure that the map feels alive. So there's lots of different random events that can happen inside of the Zombies game. This is called Living World Events. Basically, you could open a door, walk forward, and you'll see 2 zombies eating a warden. Or you might open a door and you'll see a zombie having a fight with a warden or having a boxing match. This is completely random. There's so many of these that are available, so there'll be a lot that
I mean, it doesn't really...
Your friends might have seen a specific thing
it's unique.
that
it's
you've
cool.
not seen, or vice versa. Absolutely, completely random, and you never know when they're gonna activate, when you're gonna see them, when you're not gonna see them. You can choose to intervene.
Phillips, what's up, brother?
Intervene. It's just a cool.
9 year, 9 month, my boy. How you doing, man? 2
new traps inside of Terminus as well. The first new trap that we have inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies is called the Tentacle Trap. It's a classic door trap that's similar to, like, let's say the electric traps in Zombies or the saw trap from Mob of the Dead.
Yeah, I said that earlier too, Azula. It definitely looks like more than 24 on a map, which is kind of cool. I like that.
Bringing them up and ripping them apart. The player can get damaged by this trap, but you can choose to either slide or flop under this to avoid getting hurt. Yes, that's right, you heard me, sliding. There is an augment for PhD Flopper that allows you to slide and turn it into PhD Slider. The player can also get stuck inside of the trap via the tentacle arms. If you want to get out, you've got to melee through the arms or shoot through the arms. And if you're in a co-op game, other players can help you out, and you can help other players to break free as well. There's another trap inside of the map as well called the Void Cannon. It's pretty spectacular, and you will have seen the gameplay happen in front of you right now, just while I've been talking. And it's a giant cannon that fires incredibly powerful laser beams out of it. And these lasers are so powerful that they spawn a portal above them, sucking all the zombies up into it. The funny thing is, you can go through the portal as a player as well and be teleported to just a random location inside.
How did the Cold War system work,
cool
Gannon?
Let's talk about weapon rarity. Weapon rarity.
I can't say I'm too familiar with it compared to, like,
playing,
the older
it felt
games.
A lot better than Cold War, and it felt like it was tailored a lot.
There were still, like,
easier
spawn
to
zones,
specific
right?
rounds, instead of it just being completely random and making other weapons and other mystery boxes completely useless. I used a lot of war buys, I used a mystery box load, and it never felt like I was underpowered while I was playing. And I think we'll finish on power. So power for the map. Is it a traditional power system? No, it's not. There are 3 generators inside of the map.
That's what I noticed.
To power up to get power access to the map before you make your way into the main room of the map. That is an incredible amount of information to take in, and if you are still here, I massively, massively appreciate you. It has been an absolute honor to be sent out to Treyarch to cover this for you, and to have the privilege of playing Black Ops 6 Zombies. Let me tell you this, there's been a lot of years with Zombies where I have felt unsure about how things are gonna go, but I am pretty certain that Black Ops 6 Zombies is gonna be absolutely huge. I absolutely loved my time playing this game, and I cannot wait to play again. But there you go. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure sure you smash that like button right now. Please subscribe to the channel if you are brand new. And I'll
I don't
see
know.
you guys in the next
I
video
don't know,
or the
man.
next live
I feel
stream.
like...
Thank you very much for watching, and peace out.
I feel like we've heard and seen some negatives. I feel like we've heard and seen some positives. I think it looks cool. I think it looks fun and sounds fun. It's a bold statement to say that this will be the hardest game to ever hit round 100 on, especially coming off of Cold War, and especially with this looking so much like Cold War. But also adding that dedicated save feature, it does sound like they do acknowledge somewhat of the high round side of things. So it's going to be interesting to see what that plays like and what that is. But sign me up for that, bro. I mean, if it is indeed true, I just don't see how it is true with everything that's already involved with this game. With all those augments and support crafting and the traps, and I just don't see how this like could possibly be the hardest 100. Honestly. But that is interesting. It's definitely a bold statement. Super Sprinters? Super Sprinters like how, though? Like Vrocked World at War? Because that's still not bad. Super Sprinters like Octagonal Ascension or something? Like... It will be interesting. It will be interesting to see what they mean by that. And then it'll be interesting to see if that really is the case. But it's interesting for them to even make that statement. I mean, he just said that they told him that. You know what I mean? But still, that's interesting if they're gearing it to that. Or trying to at least attempting to. They might fail, but it's interesting if that is an actual true thought of theirs. Right? That they're like, we want to make this the hardest round 100 game achievable. Like, that's just an interesting statement that he said that they told him. That is very interesting to me. Because it seemed like those days were done. So that is super interesting. They also said the further the rounds get, the more challenging. Yeah, but I wonder too, like, what do they mean by that? You know? Because, like, I don't know. There's different, like, is it challenging in, like the gameplay itself is actually challenging? Or is it more of, like, an essence of, like, zombie health is absurd, and it's not so much even like the gameplay itself is challenging. It's more of like a, and this is probably not a good example, but like let's say a town round 100, right? Of like more so time consuming. Like the gameplay itself is not really that hard. It's just very much time consuming to get to that 100, which to me isn't necessarily challenging. It's kind of more tedious, you know? Like, I hope the gameplay elements of it are more challenging. Like, seeing mixed in crazy super sprinters or something, or will there be more hordes? I mean, it does look like there's more than 24 zombies per round. I do like that. Like, I think that's really cool. And it's crazy how big the map is. The map is crazy big. Yeah, maybe that's what it is too. Maybe the zombies do, like, an absurd amount of damage on a certain round. That could be. Yeah, that really could be. That really could be it. More zombie bosses. It's true. Could be. It's hard to tell with the Wonder Weapon. It definitely didn't look great. At first glance, when we saw the gameplay, I was like, oh, this thing looks good. But then the more we watched, I was like, you know, it's not really instant killing. It is killing. That reload is interesting, but then he said specifically, all the ammo needs to run out before you get, like, that pushback. That was a good video, though. He had a good breakdown of all that. He had a lot of good information, honestly, I thought. He had a lot of information. It was a good video. I have not seen Noah's vid. I do plan to watch it, though. I do plan to play some zombies, too, but I'm definitely enjoying the breakdown. Seen on a guy on YouTube posted an 11-hour video of him binge watching a season of a show. It's a VOD of a live stream. Vic, maybe you should do that. What? You can watch TV shows on stream? That was honestly a really good video. I'm even giving it a like. He had a really good breakdown. He had a lot of information. I don't know if all these other zombie YouTubers covered that, but he had a lot of good information in that video. I'm very intrigued, bro. I'm definitely kind of optimistic. Like I said, I was kind of leaning that anyway, just because I'm looking forward to new content and just playing new maps, honestly, more than anything. But I get excited just the fact that even if it's complete cap and it's not the, you know, hardest round 100 ever, the fact that they're even trying to make those statements kind of proves that they're trying to at least implement that. And I like that. You know what I mean? I like that. Hopefully it's not completely cap, and hopefully we're not seeing like world records like on day one of like round 1000, or like, what was it? Like, didn't Steve or Scotty get to like 200 on day one on Shadows, or was that just 100? I don't remember. It was either 100 or 200 before the game even came out, actually. But I like the idea that they're at least highlighting it. They're saying it. You know what I mean? They're attempting to do it. I like that. I respect that. I respect that a lot, honestly. So it'll be interesting to see how it plays out. Honestly, are there any more zombie-related videos? What gobblegums are in the game? I think he said specifically 20 plus, and he highlighted there's a gobblegum that gives you the wonder weapon instantly. There's wall buy. There's stock option. There's perkaholic. I forgot the name of this one, but the money one. There's in plain sight. I think we saw that on a tweet. There's in plain sight. There's anywhere but here. And it sounds like you can switch your gums mid-game, as well as your field upgrades mid-game. Now, like I said, I think that would be a better feature if it wasn't like a pause feature. Like, maybe you had to go somewhere like a crafting bench to do that. Just to kind of add more, I don't know, variety in the gameplay. Like, maybe you hold a zombie, or maybe, you know, you can't do it like a mid-round. Like, if it's like a pause thing, it's not the worst thing in the world. It would just be better if that was like a mid-game function, honestly. You know? Hey, shout out to the no pause feature. Shout out to the no pause feature. All the confirmed. All right, I actually wanted to view this tweet too, but we can check this out. Who is this? Is this the same guy?
Hey, what is up, everybody, and welcome back to a brand new video today here on Codename Pizza. Today, we're going to be discussing gobblegums inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies, and more importantly, what they do and every single gobblegum that we currently know of inside of the game. I have played Black Ops 6 Zombies. I have been to Treyarch, and it is incredible. And while we were there, we got told that there's over 20 gobblegums on launch. And currently, I can tell you 18 of them. So if you're interested in consumables in Black Ops 6 Zombies and things that you can eat inside of the game, then this is the video for you. Of course, I've got Black Ops 6 Zombies gameplay in the background. So
what's nice about the gum system, though, is there's no Divinium.
Let's go over
it's all round-based, which is really nice. At least for starting off. They might end up changing that, honestly. That would not surprise me.
So gobblegums are our consumable inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies. We've seen them before inside of Black Ops 3, and now they're back inside of Black Ops 6. The only difference is we no longer have Dr. Monty as the guy who runs the gobblegum machine. We now have Mr. Peaks, the infamous bunny rabbit that is inside of the.
Yeah, I agree with that, Gannon. That's a really nice feature. That's a really nice feature.
Have done due to our feedback on gobblegums since we got to play the build that we did at Treyarch. And they have come out in the blog post today. So one of the things that has been changed about gobblegums since we played it is that gobblegums are now completely free at the first purchase of every round, which is brilliant. It's the same way that we have it currently inside.
Didn't he say in the previous video that it was 500 points per round? I could have sworn he said that. Now he's saying it's free? Did he? I swear to God, did he not say in the last video that it was 500 points per round?
Day. So one of the things that has been changed about gobblegums since we played it is that gobblegums are now completely free at the first purchase of every round, which is brilliant. It's the same way that we have it currently inside of Black Ops 3 Zombies. Obviously, through the whole DLC season of Black Ops 3, there were 500 points, and then at the end, they changed them to 0. This is what it's now going to be on launch inside of Black Ops 6. Also, you can get multiple gobblegums per round. On the build that we played, you could only use one. But now there's a cooldown time on the machine, so if you wait a certain amount of time, you can then use it again. If not, once you flip the round to the next round in the game,
I really like the only one per round.
Again for free. So before entering the game of Zombies, you'll be able to choose from 5 different gobblegums to go inside of your gobblegum pack. Those gobblegums will go inside of the game with you, and they'll be distributed to you in a random order. The good thing about this is you can set up multiple gobblegum packs, and inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies, you can actually change which pack you are running in the game mid-game. So let's say at the start of the game, you go in with a points building class. So every gobblegum in your class will be stuff like double points drops. Build up your points, and then mid-game, you can switch out that class, change it into a different gobblegum class, and have stuff that's really OP, like Perkaholic or Shield Up, which gives you double amount of shield strength for 3 minutes. It's a great system, and they've definitely done a lot of
double amount of
life
shield for 3 minutes
since we played it, and a lot of quality of life improvements since Black Ops 3's iteration of gobblegums. So gobblegums can be earned inside of the game. You no longer have what we had inside of Black Ops 3 with the Dr. Monty's factory and where you earn liquid divinium. You earn gobblegums directly in game. Once you flip a few rounds inside of Zombies, you'll be randomly given one or multiple gobblegums, and it'll just be a random selection of what you get out of all the available gobblegums. Obviously, stuff like Perkaholic is a rarer type of gobblegum, so therefore getting it rewarded to you will be rarer as well. The difference inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies in terms of gobblegums compared to Black Ops 3 is that you store them. So when you go up to the gobblegum machine, get a gobblegum, you don't instantly eat it like on Black Ops 3. You store it on your person, and you can store up to 3 gobblegums at any one time and activate any of those 3 whenever you want. And you can even stack the activations of them as well. Let's say, for example, you get a Perkaholic. You don't have to have that straight away. You could wait until you go inside of the boss fight, you go down, you lose all your perks, and then you can pop a Perkaholic to get all your perks back. And also, inside of your account, the gobblegum is not lost until you eat it. So let's say, for example, if I only had 5 Perkaholics on my account, if I went over to the gobblegum machine, got a Perkaholic, placed it on my person, and then I died before eating it at any point inside of the game, I would still have 5 active on my account. It would not go down to 4. But if I eat that Perkaholic at any point, I will then only have 4 left on my account. So in terms of different rarity types of gobblegums, we have 5 different rarities. We've got the rare gobblegum, we have the epic gobblegum, we have the legendary gobblegum, the ultra gobblegum, and also the whimsical gobblegum. I think a lot of you guys will remember how funny the whimsical gobblegums were from Black Ops 3. They're basically just comical gobblegums. For example, on Black Ops 6, we have Newtonian negation back. So when you kill zombies, instead of dropping to the ground, they fly up into the air like there's no gravity. But as we're on this subject, let's go over all of the current 18 gobblegums that I know about. Once again, Treyarch did tell us that there are over 20 available in-game at launch. So these 18 that I currently know about, we've just discussed Newtonian negation. The next one is wall-to-wall clearance, which means all wall buys on the map are 10 essence. The next one that's confirmed is Phoenix Up, another returning one from Black Ops 3 there, which revives all teammates, and they get to keep their perks as well. The next gobblegum that we have in Black Ops 6 Zombies is Free Fire. Firing weapons consumes no ammo for the next 60 seconds. The next one we have is Soda Fountain. Once again, another returning gobblegum here. The next perk that you purchase gives you an additional random perk as well. The next gobblegum we have is Killjoy. It spawns an insta-kill. The next one we have is Perk Up, and that will give you a random perk. The one after that is Sword Flay, which deals 2.5 times melee damage. The next one we have is Respin Cycle. You can respin the box, but on Black Ops 6 Zombies, when you respin the box, the next weapon that you get will be a higher rarity than the one that you
I'm gonna check out the video
after
this.
Temporal Gift,
after we finish through all the new zombie stuff.
Will last twice as long on the map, whether they be on the ground like you've not picked them up yet, or whether they're inside of your invent and currently active in game. The next gobblegum we have is Wonder Bar. This means that your next hit on the mystery box is an instant guaranteed wonder weapon.
OP.
The next gobblegum we have is Shields Up. This means that your armor is twice as strong for 3 minutes.
OP.
The next gobblegum we have in Black Ops 6 Zombies is Anywhere But Here.
OP.
This will teleport you to a random location across the map. We then have profit sharing, which means that all points that are earned, there'll be a percentage of those points distributed to nearby teammates. We also have stock option, which means all ammo used are from reserves and there's no need to reload. You also have wall power, which means the next wall buy that you make will be pack-a-punched. And finally, we also have cashback, which gives you a max ammo drop. Now that's 18 guaranteed ones. Like I said before, Treyarch did tell us that we have over 20. And I think by looking at that, we can kind of fill in a few of the missing pieces that will be on the game. We see all the other drops on there as their own gobblegum, so I would assume that Double Points would also have its own gobblegum. And I would also say that Fire Sale will have its own gobblegum as well, due to the fact that we have wall-to-wall clearance too. I would say that Kaboom or Nukes probably have their own gobblegum as well. So there you go. We're already into the early 20s possibilities in terms of gobblegums there. But I'm sure they're going to surprise us with a lot more, and they did tell me that there's going to be more gobblegums that come post-launch. And let me just tell you, I massively put my point across with Killing Time.
Maybe not,
I had
though.
a huge conversation with the devs at Treyarch, including Kevin Drew, and I think I definitely sold it to them that Killing Time.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, Omar. They seem like they would be, unless wherever you're at doesn't have a ammo crate. But yeah, I wouldn't assume that people would be using cash packs.
Black Ops 6 Zombies at launch. But hey, Myth-busting Mondays can definitely still thrive with the ridiculous.
But I wonder, will they make it where maybe you can't resupply Wonder Weapon ammo from ammo crate?
Over 100 augments.
They probably won't do that,
that can all be active at any one time. So how many different scenarios do you already have just there for Myth-busting Mondays? Someone do the maths. It's crazy. So that is pretty much everything that you need to know about gobblegums inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies. Hopefully you enjoy all these.
I'll tell you though, like the more I watch this gameplay, the map looks really cool.
Really great. Obviously, there's a few things.
Like the map looks super cool.
Like if you were in the boss
I like
fight,
the
you
map.
could instantly have all your perks back with a perkaholic, and the fact that you can hold 3 gobblegums means that it's a little bit more OP. But I'm sure in terms of the quality of life of the game, I think it will just mean that more players enjoy it, and it's not just dedicated to mega hardcore fans. I'm excited to jump in and do Myth-busting Mondays with all these perks. It's going to be a blast. So there you go. Make sure you leave a like on the video if you enjoyed this. Also, make sure you subscribe if you are.
I'm hoping they do it so it costs more every time you buy ammo. That would be a nice feature.
Thank you very much for watching.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely ways they could do it. Why isn't my mouse working? There's definitely ways they could do it. Like, that would be a cool feature. Hold on. That music was a little too loud. Hey, this guy's had some solid videos. I'm not going to lie. He's had some good intel videos. Good informational type videos. I don't know why my mouse wasn't working there. All right, what do we think, yo? Is there any more to check out? We got this tweet to check out. He's had some pretty good, interesting videos and breakdowns and given us some good information, honestly. I don't know if the other zombie YouTubers did it, but it was nice to honestly just check out gameplay and kind of get a sense of that, and then also watch these other breakdowns for these guys who have been there and like talking about their experience and talking to the devs. It is pretty interesting. IV, stay safe, buddy. See you around. Yo, Zombeasty, have a good one, bro. Appreciate you stopping in. I'm actually wondering how the second map will play. Like, I am too. I was actually kind of hoping the second map would be more of a survival map, but this guy had confirmed they already kind of got their own main Easter egg. That don't mean anything, but I would just honestly assume with how ginormous this map looks and ambitious it looks, that the other map would be more, I don't mean to say step down, but just not as crazy as this. Like, I would assume the other map is probably a little bit more simpler, because this map is crazy, dude. There is a lot going on this map. So it is going to be really interesting, and it'd be kind of cool to see how both maps are in play. Because it's nice to kind of have a map that's like really big and complex and to do all that on, but then it's nice to have like a smaller map. I think that's a nice, like, diverse portfolio of things, if you will, you know? So, yeah, I'm excited to see the other map as well. This map looks really cool, though. This map looks really, really cool. What's interesting was watching all the gameplay, and like I said, there's a lot of cuts. I didn't really see locations for other box locations. I mean, I'm going to assume there definitely are, obviously. But I can't say that I spotted any of that. Yeah, I'm definitely a little bit excited, honestly. It's going to be interesting to see how it all pans out, you know? What really got me excited, honestly, was just them saying that they're trying to achieve this game to be well, they said straight out, this will be the hardest game to hit round 100 on. That gets me excited, honestly. That really gets me excited on top of all this other stuff. Like, it looks pretty cool, man. We'll see how it plays out, you know? But it definitely looks cool. I think it definitely looks cool. I like all the customizable options with the HUD, too. They were smart to give players that option, honestly. Coming off of how bad of HUDs we've had. Now, from the looks of it, someone had said that you could go to, like, an old HUD. It didn't sound like that, though. It just sounds like you can put the item slots in different spots. So it'll be kind of interesting to see how that is and how that plays out. And, like, it'll be kind of cool, too, because I feel like, I don't know, maybe everyone will have the same HUD. Maybe that'll end up being kind of a thing. But it'll be kind of interesting to see how people position their HUDs and how that works. Vic, do you remember the lead dev saying it'd be easier like 4 weeks ago? I do remember that video, yeah. Yeah, it is a bit contradictory. And just based off everything we saw and have heard, like, I do find it impossible to believe that this will be the hardest round 100. You know, I would assume that it's going to be really easy. So I don't want to really buy into the hype. Just because I already went into this thinking, like, hot rounds are going to be kind of ass anyway. Outside of, like, you know, doing it, like, the first week and stuff. That stuff's always fun. But, yeah. Also, 2 maps on launch is nice. It's a must, man. Especially with the way D Machine and Cold War panned out. It's definitely a must. 2 is a good number. Until we get, like, the next new DLC. Alright. Is there any more videos we need to check out? Is this a thread? Alright. Black Ops 6 Zombie Information Mini Roundup. Don't want to what? No, that's fine. Choose primary melee. That's kind of interesting. Choose field upgrade, gobblegum. Choose augments. Arsenal machine. Salvage is now 1 rarity and is used at the arsenal machine. Upgrade rarities. Tier of weapons can give weapon ammo mods. I wonder how the weapon ammo mods will play. And how OP those things might be, honestly. If it's true, they'll probably die rise it where it's easy to get to 100, then becomes a lot more challenging. Maybe, but they did. I mean, he specifically said, at least Codename Pizza, that it'll be the hardest game to get to round 100 to achieve. So I don't know. I wonder what that means. All right, here are the ammo mods: Brain Rot, Cryo Freeze, Dead Wire, Napalm Burst, Shadow Rift. Bullet has a chance to spawn a black hole if striking normal or special enemies, warping nearby zombies away and dropping some from the air at high speed. Like, I just wonder how the ammo mods will be. But they weren't that OP in Cold War, correct? Field upgrades, Aether Shroud, Frenzied Guard, Healing Aura, Energy Mine, Dark Flare. You generate a massive energy beam that deals lethal shadow damage. The beam penetrates everything in its path. That sounds pretty crazy, honestly. Oh, here we go. Score streaks and crafting. Crafting is back with all the lethals, tacticals from Cold War Zombies. Self-revive. You can't craft 3 per game. I'd rather just have that in the QR. Like, just kind of the traditional QR opposed to crafting it, personally. Sentry Turret and Chopper Gunner return as score streaks. RCXD score streaks. Explosive RC car that emits small Aether Blast. Mutant Injection score streak. Temporary transform you into Mangler Cannon and all. Like, that's the thing, bro. And especially if decoys are back, like, what is going to prevent people from just camping at a crafting bench? Pack-a-Punch, no menus. Clutch. The fact that they did that was ridiculous. Primary melee wonder weapons can all be upgraded 3 times. New pack camos that can be turned on and off. Some weapons get new abilities when packed. Gobblegum mechanics. Gobblegums are earned in match. Whenever a round ends, you have a chance of getting one. The higher the rarity, the lower the chance. Mr. Peak's machine can be used for free before it goes on a timer. They can also reset every round. His machine pulls from your Gobblegum pack, which holds 5 different Gobblegums. You can change it at any game, anytime. You can hold 3 Gobblegums in your inventory and use them at any point. Sounds pretty OP. Any unused Gobblegums in your inventory do not get consumed. We already went through the Gobblegum list. We don't need to do that. Perks, we got Jug, which increases maximum health by 100. So we probably go, what, 50 to 100, I'm guessing? Maybe? Quick Revive reduces the health regen delay time by 50%. Reduce the time it takes to revive an ally by 50%. Speed Cola, increase reload and armor replating. Speed bonus by 30%. Stamina up, increased movement. I love stamina up. PhD Flopper, immunity to all self-inflicted damage and status effects. Dive to prone triggers an explosion, which increases the higher you fall. Immunity from fall damage while diving prone. Deadshot Daiquiri, aiming down sight moves to enemy critical location. Increase enemy critical damage. Elemental Pop, every bullet you fire has a small chance to apply random ammo mod effect. Melee Macchiato, replace weapon gun, but with a deadly punch that sends enemies flying. Interesting. 150 to 250 probs? Yeah. And then they have that crazy Gobblegum, which, what'd he say? Doubles or triples your armor for 3 minutes. Armor and wall buys. Wall buys progressively increase. Wait. Wall buys progressively increase in rarities as rounds progress. Armor vests are now wall buys and can be bought up to 3-plated vest. Armor drops as ground loot but can also be crafted. You have to manually equip armor like an MWZ. Trial Machine. The Trial Machine from Cold War Zombies is back, rebranded as Sam's Trials. Spend essence to do trials that give rewards. Augments allow you to upgrade field upgrades, perks, and ammo mods. There are 6 augments for each specific item, 3 minor and 3 major. I like that it's limited. You can unlock them via individual research paths out of game. You can only use 2 per game. Known augments. Alright, this is kind of interesting. Melee Macchiato. Melee kills reload a portion of your gun. Minor. Successful melee attacks heal 25 health. Major. Shadow Rift. Drop targets fall on other zombies. Minor. Zombies drop from portals. Explode when they hit the ground. Major. PhD. Turn flopper in the slider. Unknown. Special enemies. Vermin. Weak little spiders that can spawn from zombies. They can turn into parasites if not killed fast enough. Parasites. Flying enemies that shoot, bite at you. Manglers, tank enemies with a massive cannon. Once killed, they drop their cannon. Where we go? Which can be used. Oh my god, how the hell do you say that? Amalgams? Tentacle enemies that try to pull you in to eat you. They seemingly have weak spots that you must shoot to destroy. Additionally, armored zombies return. 4 zombie mastery camos, zombie reticle challenges, calling card challenges, and 100% completion rewards. Daily challenges at launch, dark ops. HUD is fully customizable. Things such as health bar can be moved around. Zombie hit point damage and health bar can be removed. Minimap can be removed. I'm definitely removing the minimap, bro. Maybe on my first playthrough I'll keep it to kind of learn the map, but that shit's definitely going, bro. That shit's stupid as hell. Yeah, what do they mean by manually putting on armor? I don't think I've played enough MWZ to understand what that even means, honestly. Easter eggs do not end the game. Sometime after a map is released, a guided mode will come out, which got, yeah, we know that. Player. Alright, I don't really care about the Easter egg stuff too much, and plus we heard all this. Okay. Oh, okay, like plating up. I gotcha. That makes sense. If you're in a solo game, you can save your game and come back to it. So I wonder too with the armor thing if you can like hoard plates then. I would assume you can, like MW3 or like Warzone. Everything will remain the way it was when you saved. You can only hold 1 save at a slot time. If you get disconnected, the game will automatically save. Yeah, I just wonder with the whole disconnect thing, if that's also going to count as like literally dashboarding or X out of the game. So that's kind of interesting. We'll see how that plays out. Rampage Inducer returns and will boost zombies until wave 20. Ammo caches are back but require points to use. Didn't they always require points to use? The same 7 power-ups, insta-kill, nuke, full armor, etc. are back. The intel system is back, however, focuses more on the backstory versus the actual story. No perk limits. Interesting. BO6 solely focuses on round-based zombies. Third-person returns. Third-person world record attempts. Come say hi, baby. Arachnophobia option is in the settings. That's hilarious. Like in BO3, you can save gun attachments, camouflages, etc. And when you buy that same gun from the wall or get it from mystery box, it will keep the options you choose. Terminus is described as having the most Easter eggs and side quests out of any round-based maps. Largest round-based map, you can rent and drive a boat to surrounding islands or a massive shipwreck. A giant tentacle chases you on the boat. Main crew is Maya, Gray, Weaver, and Carver. Peck, Strauss, and Raptor 1 talk to you over the radio. Has dig sites like in Mauer and Origins. Interesting. The Beam Smasher. Oh, I thought he said bean, honestly. Like bean, like beans. Beam Smasher one. That makes a whole lot more sense. Found on Terminus. Primary fire shoots a laser beam. Secondary fire shoots a stunning wave but doesn't do any damage. Imagine if the paralyzer is solely paralyzed. Reloading causes a small blast to knock zombies away from you. Customizable through Easter eggs. Customizable through Easter eggs? I wonder what that means. Liberty Falls. At the same time Terminus take place, an elite unit is sent to investigate a dark aether outbreak in West Virginia. I do fuck with that. Shout out. Describes a simple map with a video store, motel, gas station, a bowling alley, comic shop, and church. Jack gun returning as the wonder weapon. Has a dark aether portion that houses a pack-a-punch, includes an Easter egg. Liberty Falls gameplay released during the next COD event. I'm excited for this map too, honestly. This map is going to be pretty cool. Arachnophobia world record runs. Come say hi. Oh, God. Alright, is that pretty much everything? That's the entire roundup. Interesting. I am really excited now to see this map. I'm sorry, this map. Liberty Falls. I'm excited to see how that jet gun's going to be. I would assume this map is going to be a lot smaller, which also excites me, because this big map looks pretty cool. But I'm definitely excited on this small map as well. I might even play this small map first, honestly. I don't know what I'll start with. Let's see gameplay on this first map, and we'll kind of go from there. But we'll kind of see how it goes. He said the water is dangerous. They're going to have to make it dangerous. Otherwise, there's not going to be... Like, people are just going to be able to sit on the boat. Maybe they don't spawn in when you're on the boat, but still, you know, like... They're going to have to do something that pushes the player to the next thing, in my opinion. I guarantee small map will have much more replay value. I don't know. I would bet that. I would probably be willing to bet that too. It sounds like the big map ambition is crazy, man. And who knows how those side quests are going to be. You know, I'm not usually for the Easter egg thing. But it's possible they got some cool stuff going on there. So we'll kind of see how that plays out. I'm definitely really excited to see Liberty Falls, though. I like the idea of it. I mean, I don't really care, but like West Virginia, like that's kind of cool. And also hearing about like a video store and things like that, like that's kind of cool. You know, it'd be kind of cool if we can go into that video store and like, you know, like, I don't know, that could be a little bit of a vibe. It'll be kind of interesting to see how that is. And it'll be interesting to see what the jet gun's like, man. Like, that's kind of cool for the return of the jet gun. Hopefully it's good, though. But a return of the jet gun? I don't know, that could be kind of cool. That could be kind of cool. What about West Virginia? The other zombie map that we see August 28th takes place in West Virginia. You can tell they're trying to get the community back because they are baiting us so much. Yeah, I mean, listen, they've been gassing this game up for a while that this is the longest they've had to develop a game. I kind of call cap just because, you know, they always got their hands in other games too with helping out and stuff. But with how big and ambitious that big map is, I mean, there's a lot there. You know, and there's a lot of cool customizable options. And it definitely seems like it's a step above Cold War in that way. I mean, the thing is just how will it play? You know? How will it play? That's kind of the biggest thing. Because obviously, you know, that gameplay that we saw, like, it was really cool to see and to see the portions of the map. But of course, there was no HUD. I mean, the guys who were playing seemed like they were probably devs. They're kind of bots. And there's cuts in the gameplay. So we'll kind of see how, like, the map flows and everything else, you know? But that wasn't, like... I mean, it's gameplay, but it's not, like, true gameplay, you know? It's just kind of cuts of different things happening. A lot of jump cuts, so... Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. The only thing I'm really excited about is what Omar said. It is interesting that they even... Like I said, even if they completely fail, because I don't know how they're going to exceed in making it a difficult high-round game by everything that we've read and seen and heard... But it's interesting that they're even highlighting the high rounds. Like, that kind of gets me intrigued and interested. Because I really thought that shit was been completely done. So the fact that it's even highlighted... By the way, why is King Thanos trending? What the hell's going on there? But, I don't know, that is pretty interesting. So, I don't know. The game is in October, ABOD. I think it comes out October 8th, people were saying. This was a good thread, too. I feel like we got some new information in here. Elemental Pop. It's going to be interesting to see how those ammo mods play. I mean, just based on everything that we've heard and read and seen, I can't help but think it's going to be like one of the easier zombie games. I just don't see where they're going to achieve that challenge component of it. I mean, more zombies on a map, but then you could resupply ammo, right? You could buy ammo. But hopefully, like Grilled said, maybe it will increase. You got armor, you got these gobblegums, and a lot of the gobblegums that are coming back are crazy OP. On top of it now, you can stack 3 of them, kind of like AW. Like, I just don't see how they're going to achieve, on top of everything that they're doing, a game that's challenging. I just don't see it. Only thing easy about Cold War was camping with Ring and a launcher, and you could literally camp by a crafting bench and use an RC car. You throw a decoy, you go to the crafting bench, you buy an RC car, you roll the RC car up, you let it do its blast, you collect the salvage, you throw decoy, and you keep rinsing and repeating. Yeah, usually don't say anything about that aspect of zombies. They usually don't. That's what makes it interesting. But I can't imagine a game that's Cold War-esque added with these gobblegums that you can now stack 3 of them will be a challenge. And I mean, it'll be a challenge in its own way, but I mean like the challenge which they said, right? They apparently said the hardest game to achieve round 100 on. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. That's absolutely insanely crazy. I don't know if I buy that. Alright, what did you tweet me? None of these zombies pulls off and attacks the player who literally just touched them. On top of it, the swing animation looks as slow as it's ever been. Let's see. Yeah, the pull is kind of wild. Maybe we got some white-blue player type shit going on. Like, the fact that he's not getting any pull is definitely kind of crazy. But we'll see. I mean, we'll see how it plays, you know? I mean, I'm typically playing solo anyway, so... But we'll see how that plays. We'll definitely see how that plays. Chopper Gunner is coming back, too, which is an L. Unless they kind of rework the Chopper Gunner. As I've been saying, there's no reason why you should pull out the tablet to a Chopper Gunner and then zombies just immediately stop hitting you. Or going after you. That has to be one of the dumbest features I think I've ever seen in my life. But you could run out of salvage. I would run out of salvage. I don't know. The gameplays that I was seeing of these guys on high rounds never seemed to run out of salvage. Cold War, to me, is considerably easier than, I guess, probably anything before it. Including, like, World War II. Do you go on the ground or stay in the chopper? For the Chopper Gunner? That would be kind of interesting if you, like, called the Chopper Gunner and then you had to run to the helicopter. There was gameplay on the longer one that we watched of Raffle Waffles, which I guess I X'd out of like zombies attacking a chopper. I kind of assumed it had to do with exfil, because I think, didn't we learn exfil's coming back, even though there's been no mention of it here? But it would be kind of interesting if, like, a Chopper Gunner landed in, like, a set spot and you had to, like, run to the Chopper Gunner. That would be I would actually fuck with that. That would be pretty cool. But in Cold War, obviously, you just literally pull out a tablet, and next thing you know, you just straight up teleport, apparently. I don't really know what's going on there. And then the Chopper Gunner stops, and then you just put the tablet down. The game looks fire. I'm scared it won't be challenging enough. Yeah, I mean, we're kind of discussing that now. I can't, we'll see. It seems like they're saying they're trying to achieve it to be challenging. I don't see how they achieve it. But maybe they throw in some gameplay mechanics as, like, the rounds get higher. Whether it's, like, super sprinters or zombies doing, like, ridiculous damage levels. But based off, like, everything in game, I don't see how this game would be a challenge right now. But you never know, man. You really never know. They should have just removed all the OP stuff. Yeah, I was saying that I was kind of hoping they would remove the support stuff. But they made it a point that support's coming back, so we'll see if it's, like, reworked in any way. Or maybe if the salvage costs more. Because there's ways they can, like, work around it, you know? Like, if the salvage is considerably more and you can't just sit there, camp it, and constantly buy it and not really have to running out of salvage or worry about running out of salvage, that's where maybe more of a challenge will come into play. Because there are ways to kind of fix it a little bit. We'll just have to see. I guess 3 revive cap is a good start. It can't be abused. 100%. The fact that the revives went to unlimited was ridiculous, dude. Was absolutely ridiculous. Stupid. I would have preferred to see them not crafting revives, though. Like, I would have preferred to see the traditional style. Like, even QR having, like, the regen effect, cool, but, like, QR revives you. Opposed to going to a crafting bench. I personally would have liked to have seen that. I get, you know, it's not the biggest deal in the world, but I would have liked to have seen that, you know? I mean, it's called Quick Revive, you know? I don't know. I just would have liked to have seen that, honestly. Alright, is there anything else from the zombie thing that we need to absorb? Any information that we missed? Anything further to discuss? I guess final thoughts from me on the matter is just that, I don't know. Want to get my hands on it, you know? Probably, I would say, a little bit more excited than I was. And not that I wasn't already, because you know, like I said, I went into this thinking, like, listen, we're not getting Glory Day Zombies. You know, if it's like Cold War, I'll be kind of somewhat happy just seeing new maps and content and stuff like that. But it seems like it's very ambitious what they're doing. It seems like there's a lot going on, and, you know, maybe it'll create some really fun gameplay elements. I think that's, like, my final thoughts on it. And I'm also really excited to see Liberty Falls, because I really do like the idea of a small map, too. Or a smaller map. I don't know how small it's going to be, but, like, it'll be nice to kind of have a massive map and then a smaller map, if that map is indeed smaller, which I assume it would be. So, and it's cool to see the jet gun return, potentially. You know? That's interesting. That's kind of interesting. So, I don't know. I feel like we got a lot of good, and I feel like we also got a lot of bad. Maybe not a lot of bad. Maybe not a lot of bad. But we got some things that were like, okay, let's see. We'll see, you know? We'll see how it goes.